everyone, and welcome to the stream. I'm Shagamami, your local Tentacle Sea Slug. Today I am playing Hazel, my druid. But let's go ahead and say hi to everyone. I pressed a button. Anyway, hi everyone.
I saw that. Hello.
Button.
Button. Button.
Baton.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Yes.
Not the gumdrop buttons.
Yeah, that always the stinger is always a 20 when we roll, because they don't have like a randomizer for a stinger like that.
Interesting.
So no, it's always a d20.
Okay.
Chat was asking nat 20 on the dice roll that for the stinger for between the scenes.
Ah.
There might be a way if we had multiple like transitions to like randomly choose one of them, but
Yeah, that would
It might get a
probably-
little heavy though.
Yeah.
yeah, it might not be worth it.
Leave your bean toes alone. Stop biting them. Sorry, the dog. And she's giving me a super
Hey,
dirty
dog.
look.
Oh.
I don't want her like biting her feet too much.
Let's see.
So weird thing.
There we go.
Path Builder looks like it reset my character to level 1.
You can
Path Builder
change it.
did?
You just hit the button that says level. You can change between levels.
That
If
means
need be. Hmm?
I
Go
gotta,
ahead.
I gotta redo all my my skills and stuff because of it.
What?
If need
You
be, we
didn't
can
save
always
any?
just do it through the Foundry as well. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. Yeah.
Just to keep in mind, if you import, do not import your inventory. You will lose fucking everything.
I ain't touching diddly squeak.
Yeah, I should be able to just. I'm just gonna update mine in Boundary because I don't think I have a lot of changes.
Yeah. So level 5 is an ancestry feat, a skill increase, and an ability boost.
How do I do it in the Foundry?
Well, I will help you through that as soon as we do a brief introduction. Welcome everyone to Chapter 9 of 7 Dooms. How are we doing tonight?
Woo!
Is it 9? I
Good.
thought it was 8.
Wait, this is number 9, I believe. It could be 8. I could be miscounting and being a terrible DM.
No. Not possible. Miscounting, yes. Being a terrible DM, no.
That's fair.
Hey, Gendra.
You know why 10 was afraid of 8?
Why?
Because 8, 9,
Mm.
or 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
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 That's how.
Hold on one second, guys.
10's
So-
afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9.
So
Yeah.
who remembers what happened last time?
Lots of things.
Lots of things
did.
did. Mm-hmm.
We stopped a freaking
Hold
riot.
on one second, guys. There's a lot of noise in the background.
Also proceeds to eat the very last of her mochi from California, and she is very sad.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I must now pay Shao to go to Japantown to get me more of these deliciousnesses.
Oh, the mochi?
That's how she gets you.
The chocolate mochi?
That's how she gets you.
Mm-hmm.
Snacks.
I have one more box of those mochi.
Is it the last
Yeah,
one?
she ate a whole box without me.
So I
Fine.
bought them.
To be
I
fair, you
bought 'em.
did eat the last of her chips.
Well, she wasn't eating them at all.
I was so. I was. Shut up. And those are limited too. Those are limited. Those are all dressed. They
You
don't
got
come out
another
time.
bag and they're just sitting there.
No, I have been eating them. I've been having those sandwiches, so shush.
Made Papa Funaki try one. He's like, this tastes like marshmallow. And it's not marshmallow.
Marshmallow. It doesn't even taste anything like marshmallow.
I know that we like found a weird pot thing with tentacles that
What?
was an outer planar creature,
The statue.
Mhm.
and it's like a stone alien. It could have been an
Oh.
altar that predates reality.
And we're kind of like, let's not mess with that.
We left it there, and I
Yes.
told the old man about it.
Yes, you
So-
did.
And we
Oh,
stopped a
man, what's
riot
happening?
from happening, and we dealt with the spirit and sent her on her way when she warned us about the 7 dooms.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she wasn't that bad.
No, we just had to play it
Yeah.
into her heart.
It was really freaking intense, though, man.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy with how that last session went and the intensity of it. It felt really good. But
Yeah.
so we are going to be coming into the next day, and we're going to be doing a little bookkeeping for this session because you guys leveled up to level 5.
Yeah.
Yay.
Let's go.
So we're going to take a little bit of time this morning for this next day. You haven't heard anything from Father Xantus just yet, and you guys have some pending things that you're considering on doing. You don't have much direction at this point outside of what you want to do. So I figured we go ahead and we can go through and do our level ups, and then we can see if you guys want to go shopping, because we do have actual shops and stores in the game now that you can go to. As well as any other kind of thinking and investigating we might do. So let's start. Who wants to level up first?
Not level up, but I have an investigation. Why is Hazel green?
I don't know what you're talking
that
about.
comes after level ups.
I don't know what you're
Hazel's
talking
a little
about.
greener than usual.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll go.
Hazel. So you guys are leveling up to level 5. So you are going to be picking from a few different things. Let me actually open up your path builder sheet too, so I can just take a look.
Mm-hmm.
I had it earlier.
I just changed to 5.
Yes. So you've got it already all built out and everything.
Yeah.
But will you explain to chat in the game what you are planning to do?
No.
Okay, then.
I mean, yes, I will. I am going
So,
to level 5. I pick up an ancestry feat. I'm gonna do that. Trying to find where the hell I put that in.
It's under. So once you go to level 5 on the character sheet, you go to the feats tab, which is kind of like the metal, and at the very top you can see ancestry feats. You just
Okay,
browse it.
there's the empty slot.
Yep.
Ancestry.
You just drag and drop it in.
Fey influence. Oh, stop it!
So this one's a rare one, so it's not under normal
Yeah, I got it.
ancestry feats.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did the research on it, or the search on it.
Okay.
I think, is that all I have to do?
You do that, and then you also will be going to your attribute modifiers on the front page and editing it, because you get to put 4 points into your stats.
Oh, that's right. Okay, let me click. Stop moving. Okay. Let me do that. Con, wisdom, dex, and charisma. Complete.
Fantastic.
And I think I'm supposed to do the skill increase, or does it do it automatically?
Yes, you have a skill increase. So it'll boost up whatever skills would naturally go up, but this is like training it further.
Okay.
So if, for the example, I think you were considering herbalism.
Yeah, I'm doing herbalism. Unless you think that I should change that because we're stuck in like a city.
You'll be going out of the city pretty often. Like,
Okay. Then I will get it.
I think it'll be reasonably useful, especially like there's still like, even if you're going into different cave systems and stuff, there's still mold, there's still fungi, there's still things that you will be able to use it for.
And I think I get one
and
of
yeah, you
those,
just
which
go-
is experting.
Yep.
Yep, and now I'm nature expert as well.
And Faye.
And
should be
Faye,
expert
yeah.
as well.
Where did... okay. I need to move it to expert, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, it didn't automatically. The nature one automatically moved up, but that one didn't for some reason.
Yep.
So it's
And-
nature, herbalism, lore, and Fae, right? Yeah, that's it.
Yes. And you're done. That's your level
Okay.
up.
Yep. Thank you.
Nice and easy.
We'll do shopping after. Prefer to do that.
Yes.
Okay, I'm done.
Who's next?
No, I can go next because I pretty much built it out, and it's like it should be pretty quick, at least for the level up.
Fantastic. Yeah. If you want to, go ahead and explain what you're doing and what you're planning.
Yeah, so basically what I did for my skill increase, I believe I increased Arcana. So Arcana is now an expert. Ability boosts, I put in Strength, Con, Dex, and Int. So that those would have gone up, I believe. So I have +2 Strength, +4 Dex, 2 Con, 4 Int, and then 0 Wisdom and 1 Charisma. And I think I also get a extra ability or skill, from the intel boost. So I put that into society. So now I'm trained in society. And then for my ancestry feat, I picked Twitchy. So Twitchy is you are naturally suspicious and wary of danger, especially when you suspect someone might be leading you into an ambush. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to AC and saves against hazards and to all of your initiative rolls. If at least one of your opponents is using deception or diplomacy to determine their initiative, your bonus initiative from this feat increases to +4.
Oh wow.
Oh wait, so if we do that, if I use my charisma thing, you get bonus?
No.
Oh, what was it?
If it's for like initiative. So if an enemy or if whoever we're going against has used deception or diplomacy for their initiative, I get a +4 to my initiative.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, it's +1. I think. Yeah, +1.
Oh, people don't want to know my perception.
And then as default, I also get inventor weapon expertise. So I get proficiency ranks for simple martial weapons and unarmed attacks increased to expert. I do not have a weapon innovation, so that doesn't matter. But yeah, I think that's it for my level up though. That's pretty much it.
Fantastic. You actually have one more thing that you'll need to do, and you get a new language.
Oh, so I do. Oh, yeah. I did see that. I wasn't sure if I would just get that automatically, or if we want to try to, I guess, role play that in for a bit. Like I wasn't sure how we wanted to go about that because I did see the unallocated language pop up on my thing.
So it depends. If you're wanting to do common, I would say that you're able to pick it up as a like. You don't have like slang and like that down, but you'd have a basic understanding of the language. If you want to do uncommon or rare, it would be something that would be RP'd over time, you learning it, because it's going to be a more obscure thing.
Okay.
I would suggest, as GM and as part of the plot, maybe looking into Thalassionian.
Burdette's there,
So let me see.
and he likes us.
Is that specific for this campaign, or is it?
So that
I'm
would be
trying to-
something that would be relevant to the campaign, because Thessalonian is the culture that you guys had uncovered inside the ruins that you were just in. It's all the old ancient rune kings and their language.
Bird art.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at it in Path Builder. They didn't have that, but I see it in Foundry. So yeah, let's go with that. If you're allowing me to do that at least over time, I'll do that. So Thessalonian.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna add it, and I'm gonna put the note that it's rudimentary learning over time.
Cool. Yeah.
Learn it from Bird Art. He's awesome.
And I think that's it for you.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, Ivy.
I guess it could be me, but I don't know what I'm doing at all.
Okay, so we're going to be leveling you up to level 5, first of all.
Yeah, I got
So-
that.
So the first thing you're going to do, so let's go to your character sheet in Foundry itself.
How do I do that?
Click your character, double click it.
Okay, it's the stuff. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So anything that's glowing is going to be things that you need to update. So like where it says at attribute modifiers, edit. Do you see that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead and click it, and it's going to ask you to choose 4 stats to boost. As a frame of reference, strength is your key ability as a champion. So that is the one that like most of your abilities scale off of. And you would get a partial boost this time because when you get to 4 and higher, it takes 2 level ups to go up 1 point.
Okay, so I hit partial.
Yep.
And
And then you pick
then
3 more.
Probably Constitution.
Okay.
I'm not very dexterous because I wear plate,
It's true.
so I'm wondering if I should boost it.
That depends. Do you think she needs to be, or do you think it would be into her character?
Probably not.
Okay.
She got no intelligence.
No, she doesn't have any bonus intelligence right now.
No. And she has wisdom and charisma. So not dex, so I just need to pick 2 of intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So
Yes.
Wisdom is stuff that you've like what's the difference between wisdom and intellect again?
Intellect is you are very good in classroom. Wisdom is you're very good on the street. That's basically the difference between book knowledge and street smarts.
I
Yeah.
see. She's probably more wise since she's been adventuring with you guys for a while. So
Okay.
I'll go wisdom and constitution. Why not?
So strength, constitution, wisdom, charisma.
Yeah.
So
Then
that takes her.
complete?
Okay, complete. We're going to head over to your proficiencies. So this is going to be your skills page. You get to improve one of these to expert,
Skills.
or you can pick up a new skill.
Let's see. So I already have an expert in diplomacy, medicine.
Mhm.
Martial weapons, simple weapons, unarmed attacks.
Those don't count. It's only the ones at the top.
Okay. Only the core skills. Got it.
Right. Your armor and weapon skills naturally go up depending on feats as well as your level.
I see. So I guess I should become an expert in athletics.
Okay. So just click trained and go to expert.
Yep.
Okay. And then we'll go to the next button, which is feats.
Feats.
Okay. Scroll down to ancestry feats and there should be an empty slot.
Yeah.
Just hit that magnifying glass. And
Oh,
it's going to
gosh.
bring up, yep, it's going to bring up all the different options you have.
That's a lot of options.
Mm-hmm. It is sorted by level, so if you scroll down, you can see the level 5 ones.
Okay.
Mhm.
I guess I'm just gonna have to look through them. If you want Kit to go next while I'm looking through these.
Sure, that's a great idea.
Okay.
Okay, Arcana.
Hi. Wow, my voice really cracked just hard just now.
No, you're okay. You're okay. Your turn. So let's level you up to level 5.
Okay.
So we're just going to do it in Foundry.
Okay. What does I do?
Okay, so open up your character sheet at the bottom where it says attribute modifiers, hit edit.
At the bottom of my character, do I need to pop it out fully or?
Yeah, so open up your character sheet and then at the, like your actual one, not just like the hover over quick one, like open up the full character sheet and at the bottom it should be a big glowing edit.
Ah. Okay.
And you'll need to pick 4 boosts. Your key, the one that most of your ability scales off of, is dexterity.
Surprisingly, I am trained in acrobatics, but I'm an expert in diplomacy, which is hilarious.
I mean, that makes sense. I mean, you have the bon mot where you're insulting people using your diplomacy.
Guess I should boost. I should become better with that kind of stuff, so I'm gonna boost that.
Okay.
Wait, it says partial. What does that mean?
So once you have 4 points in a skill, it takes 2 level ups to go up a point.
Okay.
So like you do half now and then half at level 10 would give you a full point basically.
Okay. And then I have 3 left?
You have 3 left.
Okay. I have like a 0 in athletics.
Athletics is a strength-based skill is why. Dexterity is acrobatics.
My society is also 0. I feel like because I'm around people more, I should at least have a little bit in society.
Well,
So
sorry, go ahead.
So the difference between society and diplomacy, society is like, I know the history of this town versus diplomacy, I know how to talk to people in this town.
Okay.
It's also int based.
Mhm.
Don't
Because
forget.
again, it's what you know, not how you talk.
Don't forget, we do have other people, so you don't have to worry about having to cover absolutely everything. Pathfinder, you want to be careful with, what is it called?
Min-maxing?
No.
Crossover, you're having too many cross skills, which,
Yeah,
That's it.
It's a term for it, but I forget what it is.
yeah. So yeah, we're looking at, yeah.
So I have a +4 in dexterity, +2 in constitution, +1 in wisdom, +2 charisma, and 0 in strength and intelligence.
Yep.
And I've already did dex.
As a frame of reference for you, your spirits, library, gambling, occult all go off of intellect.
Then I think I need to do a little bit more intellect. I need
Okay.
to be a little bit more in those areas.
Mhm.
Which leaves 2.
Mhm.
It never hurts to have a little bit more HP.
True.
Con is important in the game.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
definitely. That's why I'm adding 1 there.
Because occult is based on int as well, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
kind of between adding the last one into wisdom or charisma.
I also realized. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead. I'm just.
I was
bouncing back
saying.
and forth.
I was saying that. I was saying that unmistakable lore. I just realized if you take it, you literally get any of your lore subcategory you're trained in.
Yes.
That's gonna be nice. Level 6.
Yes.
I think I want to boost my wisdom. I want to be a little wiser. Well, I've learned a little bit along the way. A little wiser.
Sounds good. Yeah, go ahead and hit complete. And next we will go to proficiencies. So you get to either train a new skill or move a trained skill to expert.
Is that kind of ironic? I think I need to train Arcana in Arcana.
I mean, you can if you like. As a
No, it's not
just as an
necessary.
information, yeah, Rekka is an expert in Arcana currently.
Yeah.
So if you want to, by all means, it's your character. But also, if you feel like you need to do it for the group, there are other people that are capable.
Yeah. Personally, I have a +8 in crafting too, even though I don't craft much.
Do you
Still-
did you expert out your occult?
Oh, I'm trained in it, but I'm not
You should
experted in it.
expert it out.
I'm thinking about it.
That's what I would suggest, because that's one of your main stats, and considering how much you do, that would be my suggestion. And we don't
Still
have
laugh
anybody
that I
else
have-
with occult.
Good point. I'm also laughing at the fact that I have piloting.
Oh, everyone
So
has
there-
that.
I know, but
There
it's like,
are some Starfinder skills built into this because I do have this Starfinder playtest, so it kind of they talk to each other. That's why you're seeing that.
I experted out in occultism.
Fantastic. Last thing is in our feats. So head to the feat tab. It's the metal. Scroll down to ancestry feats, and you should see an empty slot. Hit the magnifying glass, and there you go.
Whoa. Is
You can
this
pick.
under anything on this under ancestry feat or ancestry
Yep.
feature?
So this is everything it just brought up are the ones that you qualify for now. It's all by level. So if you scroll down, you can see the level 5 stuff, which is like the more powerful feats that you can get. And yeah, just take a look, click in, see what sounds good. If you find something that's uncommon or rare, let me know and we'll look at it.
At this point, if you want to if Cora's ready, you want to bounce back to her, I'll take a moment to look at this.
Sounds fantastic.
I'm not ready because I'm deciding between a few of them.
Well, you might as well talk
Well, why
about
don't
them.
why don't you share what you're thinking?
Well, I like the empathy incarnate.
Okay.
So, like, basically, any diplomacy check to make an impression or requesting something, the DC is reduced by 2. And
So-
if your creature you're speaking to is lower level than I, then any success is a crit. And I
So-
can't critically fail gather information.
So as a heads up, that is one that you're not capable of getting because you are not reincarnated.
Oh, okay. Well, that takes care of that then.
Mhm.
I was also looking at Defiance unto Death and Elven Instincts.
So you are not a Spire-worn elf. You
Okay.
are half elf, so you would be able to do Elven Instincts if you wanted.
It's
Okay.
nice. It's nice. I took it one time.
Well, with me being like the champion and stuff, it's like important for me to go first in initiative before the enemy.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking I'm gonna take Elven Instincts.
Sounds good. Go ahead and just drag and drop it onto your empty slot.
Okay. I will figure out how to do that. Yay, I did it.
Done and done. You're all leveled up.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty painless.
Cool.
All right, Kit, how are you feeling?
I'm still kind of rolling through this list.
Mhm.
I've seen 2. I'm still kind of looking.
Remember, you are very loud, Core.
I dropped the soda can.
I know. We all heard.
Yes.
I was just letting
I thought it was a
everybody know
trash
what that
can.
was.
Yep. Good tell.
Okay. My bad.
I have some thoughts depending on how you're feeling and how Kitsune you want to be.
I had a feeling you were going to say that. I was 3. I actually looked out Volpine, Scamper, Kitsune, Spell Mysteries, and Hybrid form.
Yep, exact ones I was thinking.
I really like the idea of hybrid form, but I haven't used my Kitsune form much. But I mean, that could change, going forward.
It could change.
I mean, there's retractable claws, but don't I already have retractable claws?
So retractable claws. Let me look at that.
Well, that's level 1, yeah. Because I have Foxfire.
Yeah. Yes, you picked up Foxfire, not retractable claws.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, I do need to go back and talk after Kit's done.
Okay.
Well,
I forgot
you wanna
something.
Talk now. I'm still looking.
Oh, okay. I forgot all my fucking spells.
Oop.
Ooh,
And I have a lot.
you do have mini spells, yes.
Yeah, I pick up 2 spell rank 3s. And I pick up another innate spell, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, looks like I have a 2nd rank and a 3rd rank.
Of new spells?
Yeah.
Yes, you should have your first 3rd rank spell.
Oh, yeah, no. Like under the regular primal druidic spells, but then underneath it says primal innate spells, I have 2 listed as well, 2nd rank and 3rd rank.
Okay.
Do I need those, or what do I, because it's kind of like not transferring properly, like informational wise between Path Builder and
Sure.
so I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to need since it's now showing
Gotcha.
those ranks.
So those are all spells you would be learning and adding. So innate spells, let me pull you up over here and over here.
I think I'm supposed to get 2 of those, I think.
So you should have, you already have one of them,
3rd
which
rank?
is illusionary disguise.
No, I'm talking about primal druidic spells.
Okay, yeah. So I was looking at the
Surface.
innate spells.
Oh yeah, I'll go back to
so
innate
yes.
spells.
So yeah, let's look at innate spells real quick. You should have one new one
Okay. So why is it showing 2nd rank and 3rd rank, just out of curiosity?
because we don't have it set to where it's hiding this is like at level up mode, not so
Okay.
we just need to search and find your new one and drop it in,
Okay.
which I can do that real quick.
Yeah. Shit. I think I used summon plant or fungus, but I'm not even sure if that's actually really useful.
I mean, being able to
It's
drop
fine.
another fighter into a fight is really good, especially it would be 1 level lower than you. So it would be a level 4 animal that you could just drop in and have help you.
You know, yeah, let's go ahead and put summon plant or fungus into that.
Okay. Done and done.
Okay. And if for some reason these aren't working out, I can get rid of them later, yeah?
Yes, you can retrain.
Okay. So the regular one, which is just my regular spell rank 3, I think I'm gonna do Fireball and Wall of Thorns.
Okay.
I know Druid using Fireball, but it still makes sense.
I mean, you already have ignite fireworks and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah. That one
Okay.
I'm not
I just-
That one I'm not sure if I should keep. What are your thoughts on it?
Wall of Thorns.
So
I can.
I mean, ignite fireworks or a fireball. Because I wasn't sure if I should get rid of the ignite fireworks if I have fireball.
So, fireball is pure damage. It is that's the only thing it does. It's just it hurts. Ignite fireworks is good because one, fireball is an. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
No, they're both reflex saves. So, ignite fireworks is really good because it also dazzles.
Oh, that's right.
So that means they can't hide from you. And everyone else is considered concealed. So that means everyone would have a bonus to attacking that person.
Okay, so I'll keep it. Do you think for Wall of Thorns, I also have Entangling Floor. Do you think it's just another wasted one having Wall of Thorns?
I don't believe so because this is putting a 10-foot wall between things.
Okay.
So if like there is like part of a fight you just want to cut off and you don't want to deal with right now, you throw up a Wall of Thorns and you just cut that part of the fight off.
Okay, yeah, that's what I going back, because it's been a while since we looked at these characters, and I was like, that's what I had put, but I don't think I had really fully discussed with you if you felt those were like, decent or not.
They're all ones that I think are very, very good.
Okay, then I think that's all I need then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
I'm
thank
going to go
you.
back and double check Ivy as well, because I don't think she has any new spells because she just used that. Rekit, I don't think you have spellcasting. Nope. And that just comes back to Arcana, who doesn't have spellcasting. Okay. Arcana, your feet.
Yes. So I am looking at 4 in total. Hybrid form, Myriad forms, Vulpine Scamper, and Kitsune spell mysteries.
Yes.
Probably feeling less on the mystery, so I'm looking at one of the other 3.
I built a
Okay,
Kitsune.
cool.
Sorry.
Well, go ahead.
I was saying that I built a Kitsune before myself. Let me look these up and look as well.
Like, the hybrid form gives you, like, more abilities in the form and, like, half transformations and stuff. The Myriad forms gives you an additional shape change, and then the Vulpine Scamper essentially enhances the abilities of that form.
Yes.
That's a short version, anyway.
Look it up.
If I did Myriad forms, what other forms are
Myriad.
available?
It's a little fox, and then it's a. I think it's a hybrid. There's like 3. But it depends on, and if I remember correctly, it's dependent on what your initial thing is and saying whether or not you can take the other thing.
So you're a Nari. So I'm going to bring up all this information real quick. One moment. So this would be specifically your ancestry, which you picked Anari. Heritages. On, where is this information? Apologies, just taking me a moment. There it is. So you descended from, so Nari is elemental, so you are partly, I believe, fire.
Yes.
Your Kitsune, pull it up. There we go. So the form you choose, if your heritage doesn't list a form, your alternate form is a tailless form, which is a common medium ancestry where you grew up, typically human, so that would be what you are right now. I don't think we decided on what form you took because you took a not Kitsune heritage, so I believe yeah. So what form do you imagine right now?
Imagine
Typically it's going to be fox is going to be what you normally would have.
I thought that's what I originally had was fox because I did turn in. I almost turned into a fox once to go through an area.
Okay, so it depends. So it depends on where you grew up. So thinking about where you grew up, in wooded and rural areas, it's usually a fox. Ones that are living in the city do exist. It doesn't give many examples outside of that. So it's kind of up to interpretation of what you think would be appropriate.
Well, her mother, on her mother's side came from the village that we're currently in. However, over generations, it ended up going towards the Undercity.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of where she grew up at.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to think she's like the fox is always kind of stuck with. I think. Have you seen Love, Death, and Robots?
Yes.
You know
Oh,
that
yeah,
one where
that
they have the
scene.
kitsune. It makes me kind of think like that, kind of
The
the
mechanical.
Undercities. Where she kind of grew up in that kind of area.
Okay. So I'd imagine it might be a little more. I think fox would be fine with that. You could also do something that would be, maybe raccoon, something like that. That would be more of a
Oh,
urban kind of
Tanuki.
animal.
Tanuki.
But I don't want my balls a slapping.
Well, they're not a male.
You don't have balls, you're a girl.
You're a
That's-
female
Hey.
Tanuki.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, if you did, you could use your balls as a parachute.
Touche.
From Studio
will
Ghibli.
say, I will say having that kind of like trickster kitsune does line up a lot more with how you speak and how you've acted so far. So like that Tanuki vibe seems very appropriate. I would probably say that would be your primary form. If you wanted to do an alternate form outside of that, you could. If you wanted to have a hybrid Tanuki form, that's what you'd kind of be looking at.
Inherently, I mean, Tanuki and Kitsune are very, very related in the fact that they're both trickster form shifters.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be more your flavor of things. I would say that you also have the Geniekin trait, Skillful Tail, which allows you to use your tail as another appendage.
Oh, that's cool. I
So
like that.
having your Kitsune tail and actually having it being an appendage you could use,
Oh, I like
for
that.
example.
That's the hybrid form, isn't it?
No, that's a Skillful Tail, Geniekin.
It's from your genie, so.
Oh, that.
You're already kind of trickster anyway, so.
Yeah, I want the extra tail.
Okay, yeah, just drag and drop that into your empty slot and you're good to go.
And just for reference, when I like to think like my transformed self in general is like a Kitsune Tanuki hybrid.
Okay.
Just going forward in general, because I never really said what it was.
So you're just a fat fox.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's Chub Uncle.
That is!
Especially because it's an element. You're an
Yeah.
elemental kitsune, so you have that like not so much animal look. There's like you are a kitsune tanuki made of like fire. Like you glow and have this a solid form, but it still flickers and glows like it's on fire.
That's why I look very human. That's why I still have like human skin and stuff, but like you can see the traits like the nose and the eyes and the ears.
Chubs.
And yeah, chubby.
Chubs.
Yeah, chubby.
Okay.
Chubs.
Yeah,
You chubs!
Okay. All right, so that will take care of everyone's level ups, which is we did the entire group's level ups in like 35 minutes, so I'm considering that pretty damn good.
I just wanted to check on something. I don't know, like for Reckitt's like big boom gun, I could have sworn that it was like a two-handed thing, but when I'm looking at it now and also checking it like on the Nexus, seems like it's only one-handed. I could have sworn it was two-handed though, because it was a big
It's
boom
one-handed.
gun.
It may have
It's
changed.
one-handed. It's a bulk 2, so it's heavy, but it is one hand.
Because it also, it's like it had me the option of being able to wield it in two hands, but then when I change it, now it's gone.
Ah,
Yeah,
it may have
they
been a change.
Since we've played last, the revision for the guns and gunslinger and inventor and all that stuff came out. So there are going to be changes to certain people's jobs, and this one is Big Boom Gun is now a one-handed weapon instead of 2.
Oh, Jesus. That kind of changes some things, though, because now I can dual wield if I wanted.
Oh, shit.
So that kind of changes some things.
And that includes like you having a gun and like firing, or a shield and firing from behind the shield. You could do a lot now. Yeah.
Yeah, so that actually, yeah, I just noticed that. I don't know, considering that change, like at this point, like I don't know. I mean, I guess my archetype that I chose didn't really come into play as much because I chose Way of the Vanguard. But if I'm able to dual wield now, like I'm also kind of looking into the Pistario, which is a duelist, or is that dual wielding, or I forget.
You still need a free hand to reload. Don't forget.
Unless I get there's a certain feat that I can get to make it so I can reload while I'm dual wielding. So it's like, that's why I'm like, shit, I might have to change some stuff.
So it would be the Drifter, which is like melee and ranged, and then Pistolaro, which is you're kind of making sure that you're using one pistol. There's an option for two wielding pistols, but Pistolaro is the one where you're wanting to keep like moderate distance from things. So it's definitely an option. Yeah,
let me see. I guess I didn't necessarily have to change from Vanguard, but it does change some things, I guess, further down the line. Okay. But technically, I can dual wield if I want.
Yes.
Oh.
But we'll see. I don't know.
Apparently, I had a second rank, third rank 2 spell. I realize that.
Okay.
No, it's already set, like speak with animals, but I was just.
I'll go through this real quick because there are some things that have changed for how Inventor works. Overdrive has changed. So standard DC for your level. Critical failure, you take fire damage equal to half your level and you can't use it again. A regular failure now is just, you still deal additional damage. So basically Overdrive puts you into a stance that allows you to do more damage as well as the other things it used to do.
Oh, okay.
So right now, because you have Expert Overdrive, when you successfully overdrive, you enter that overdrive state and all of your attacks deal an additional 2 damage now.
Okay.
Yeah, and that extends into overdriving your companion.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know I could overdrive my companion. I always just use it on myself.
Yeah, that's one of the things you're able to do it for either or. It is for as a a construction innovation inventor, you can apply overdrive to yourself or your companion.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into some more stuff. I need to look into changes because this might change some things. But for now, I think I'm all right. If I do see anything, I'll let you know if I want to see if I have to change anything. But yeah.
Explosive leap. I'm not sure if it was earlier or not, but it can be used by your companion now as well.
Yeah, I think I did use that like before. I remember like when we were in the cave, I think I had Bluey do that to cut off the right runner.
Yep. I think that's it. Okay. But to look a little more into inventor stuff that did change, but yeah. Okay, got it. So How long does overdrive last now?
I thought it said like 1 minute, or
So
was it-
basically, so you can enter overdrive once per round, and once you're in
okay.
it lasts for a minute. So so basically it's an action to enter a 1 minute stance that increases all of your damage by at least 2. When your gizmo goes into overdrive, you deal additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier now.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Plus
Half my
1. So
Well, my intel is +4, so it would be a +2 then on a normal success, right?
on a normal success, it's 3 because expert overdrive gives an additional 1.
Yeah, for expert, yeah. But like, I guess normally it would have been +2, but yeah, dang, okay,
Yeah.
+3 now.
So yeah, so it's either a 5 or a 3.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, and a failure, unless it's a crit failure, nothing bad happens to you now with overdrive unless it's a crit fail.
But it looks
Previously-
like if I... Oh,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Previously, when you had failed, it would mean you'd be locked out of it. Now you can just immediately do it again if you want.
Yeah, because it says once per round, but it looks like if you crit, like, yeah, you get a full modifier, but then you can't use it for 1 minute because it goes into like even more overdrive than that.
Right. Well,
Okay.
either way, you can only do it once. You can only do it once per minute because it lasts a minute. So basically, it's saying,
Oh,
hey,
that's right.
you can't waste your actions on this. They're saying it's locked until it goes away.
Ah, I see. Okay, all right.
Yeah. But yeah, now you overdrive is less punishing because it doesn't actively hurt you on a regular failure anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Again, might have to take a minute to think about some things, but yeah.
Yes. So let's get into the town, folks. We are getting close to our first hour. Do we need to take a break or anything, Shock?
Yeah, let's do that. It makes most sense.
Okay, let's go ahead and take the break now then, and when we come back, we'll talk shopping and where you guys are in the story.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
See everyone very soon.
We back.
Whee!
Hmm.
Welcome back.
Uh-oh, if your GIF is breaking.
Uh-oh.
It's because
Medium.
I got too fat as a fox, turning into a tanuki.
There we go, trash man.
Skinny
I'm
fat, skinny fat.
wondering if Discord's starting to have issues. Hopefully not.
Ugh.
You want me to try disconnecting and reconnecting?
No.
I know it was having problems earlier, but
We just have to keep an eye on it. But yeah, we're back.
okay. Welcome back, everyone. Let me make sure my stuff is also. There we go. All right. So, welcome back, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the break. We are getting ready to go to town. So, if we should all be on the map screen.
Mm-hmm.
So, under the characters tab in your actor sheet, basically where your character sheet is in the menu, should be a new one called Sandpoint Stores. It should be a new folder.
Oh, yeah.
So these are the different stores that are freely available that you can go into anytime. There's 7 of them, and you are able to purchase what you like.
Before we do that, can we sell all the shit that's out of that we don't need so we can get a better estimate of how much money that we all have?
Sure. So what do you have right now that you are not wanting?
I think it was pretty much almost everything. Didn't we say, like, we didn't want the wall scroll of fire, we didn't want the scroll of weapon storm, and we didn't want the beacon shot?
Okay.
If I remember correctly.
That sounds
Core.
right.
Because yeah, because I don't think I could actually... Some of these I'm not sure if I can actually use. I don't think so.
Well, now if I might be using my crossbow more, I could use the beacon shot, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of a situational
Oh, there's
kind of
60.
ammo.
There's 60 each, and there's 6
So
of them.
that's like, so that's why I'm like, maybe.
They're 10 each.
Oh, they're 10
Yeah,
each? Oh.
yeah, that's why it's 60 total.
So we could get 30
So-
gold out of it.
So it's like maybe I would want to keep like maybe a couple, but I don't know if I need 6 of them. But I don't know. That's the thing.
Oh.
Because it's like basically makes it so if something's invisible, it becomes just hidden, or it would negate concealed. So yeah, it basically makes something just glow and like glitter, basically. So that's like it's very situational from what I'm seeing. So don't necessarily need a bunch of them if we're gonna keep any of them at all.
I will say that Ivy does have a few valuable weapons that she was gathering, was kind of like messing around figuring out what she was using on her, as well as before you would have been left for the night after the ritual, you would have all been paid your reward, which is 75 gold each, which you already
Oh.
have.
Okay.
So if you want to check your gold, you should be at around 150 and higher each on gold right now.
Yeah. Yeah, look at Wreck-It. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't think I'm seeing, like... I mean, there's, like, the scroll wall of fire, but I don't want to, like, change out my shit for it.
Let me see.
What do you mean?
Like my spell, like... So I don't want to have to swap it, because I don't think it's a good replacement for the stuff that I already have.
You
It's a
don't
rank
have to
4
learn
spell.
it. You don't have to learn it if you don't want to. You can just cast it.
Yeah, I know,
As long
but
as it would normally appear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I normally would want to learn something if I get it.
Okay.
I don't, and the thing is that I'm not sure how much I would use that when I already have, like, you know...
Yeah, I mean, it's basically if you use it as a scroll, it would be consumed. So it's like it would be like an oh shit spell.
Yeah, that's why...
It's
like,
based. But it wouldn't use a spell slot. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to... That to me, I don't like how... I don't... It feels like I'm burning money, literally, with that, so...
I mean, you very much are, but that's also the same concept of the, melee having shields that they go through to defend themselves, or people like Wreck-It who have ammo that they have to use. Everyone has in a way that they consume money in some way, shape, or form. It's very natural for how the system works.
Yeah.
If you rather not, that's completely up to you, and
But if
that's
you
how you
get
would like to play.
if you get the money from it, you can get a spell that you prefer.
Exactly right. It's just
Yeah.
you'd also be looking at a 2-to-1 cost, giving up
Yeah.
2 spells for 1. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Isn't Wall of Fire a common spell? Druids and all common spell. Yeah. So I mean.
The other thing is that Scroll of Wall of Fire and Scroll of Weapon Storm are considered level 7 items.
Oh.
Sandpoint is a level 4 town. Getting things higher than level 4 is very difficult.
Okay. Will that change their value and price at all, or not really? Because it says rank
Not really.
4.
Not really. So it's a rank 4 spell. It's a rank 7 item.
Oh, okay.
So it's the equivalent of a level 4 spell when you cast it, but it's the value of it to an item shop or purchasing it is 7. So there's nothing that you wouldn't be able to freely repurchase something of equivalent value in town.
Yeah, true. It's just kind of like, I guess we can keep them. I guess I'll take them, because, oh shit, then. Unless anybody else wants to sell them for anything.
I mean, I'm good if we want to just keep them just in case. Like, and then even if we go up in rank, then somebody might be able to learn them. But
Okay, I moved them over.
yeah, if they're that kind of harder to get, it might be good to hold on to them, even just to learn them later, because we might not be able to learn them later as well.
Question. So what did we gave the oh yeah, it looks like took the oh no, we don't have the plant symbols as sketch anymore because we gave that to Brewdog, right?
Right.
Okay, let me take that out of my thing.
You also don't have the map anymore because you also gave it to him.
Which map was that?
The ancient map that you had found that you brought back to him, it was of the region.
Yeah. We had the silver bowl that we took and we're like, hey, maybe this is worth a lot, and it's not really worth shit.
What's 5 gold? It's not, it's not nothing.
Oh, we still have that iron key that we could have used to open anything.
I have the sneaky key. I don't think I didn't use it. I don't think.
There's an iron key. Who knows?
The iron key was for an area that you guys decided to lockpick instead. So.
Oh, okay. It's not worth anything.
It's not worth anything, though.
So I guess that leaves like the beacon shot. Do you want those or nah?
Maybe like holding on to like a couple. I don't think I'm gonna need 6. If we want to sell like
3.
a couple, if we want to sell like 3 or 4 of them, that's fine.
Let's sell half of them then.
Okay. So I will.
Can we negotiate for that?
Yeah, sure. Who would like to negotiate?
Arcana, I vote for you.
Oh, yay!
I know she has I think she has the highest charisma.
Okay. So, Arcana. My question for you is, who do you go to sell these items? You have 7 options. You have Sava's Armory. You have the Red Dog Smithy. You have the Curious Goblin. You have the Sandpoint General Store. You have the Way North. You have the Sandpoint Boutique. Or you have Hannah's.
Look, based off my history, I'd go to Red Dog.
Red Dog, all right.
Because, it just sounds like Undercity kind of area. I know I would get a deal.
Cloud says that in their experience, consumers are best used not long after being picked up. They rapidly lose relative value as you level.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, the what,
consumables, yeah.
Oh, the consumables. Oh, okay.
So it's up to you. We're gonna be this level for a while, so.
So thinking if we want to sell all of them instead, or
at least keep 2. Maybe sell 4 that way, because how many times are we gonna use that?
Yeah, we'll see. We might run into something that tries to hide or something, so it might be good. So maybe just a couple, keep them.
Okay. So sell 4 then instead of just 3.
Yeah. But at least in my my recommendation, you don't have to do it. My recommendation would be an armory because that would make sense that they would have ammo there. But that's my recommendation. Either that or a place that would, that it is a. I think they are. What are they considered? They're not magical? Are they? What are they?
Yes, they are.
Okay, so if they're considered magical, I would say either the armory or any shop that would deal with magical items. So that would be my recommendation.
Yeah, maybe not the smithy, but it's up to.
I mean, the smithy could make sense as well, but I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I mean, they do have bolts and stuff there. I don't know if they would specialize in like kind of enchanted ones, but but yeah.
Yeah, it's up to Kit.
What's up to me?
Who do you want to sell to?
If you want to do the armory, because that's typically, or the boutique. Oh, the boutique has all the magic stuff. I just realized that. Oh, they have the beacon shot too.
They have beacon shots there, yeah.
That means she'll
What shots?
probably.
Wait, there's alcohol there?
Sandpoint Boutique has more beacon shots. She only has 2.
I will go wherever anyone thinks is gonna be the most profitable for us. You guys know this town better than me.
Like looking at that, I would say the Sandpoint Boutique would probably be the most likely who would want them because they already have they have beacon shots, but they only have 2 of them. So
Hey, let's go.
Okay. So the Sandpoint Boutique. One moment. So entering the Sandpoint Boutique, you encounter a very wide range of supplies. Each one is there's almost like little stalls in each spot as you walk in, each stall having a little different variety of things for sale. And you see a woman behind a counter who kind of perks up and, hello, ma'am. How can I help you today?
Yes, I've come across some items I think you may be of interest.
Items? Well, what sort of items would you be looking at?
Oh, well, I have come across some beacon shots.
I see. Well, I personally do not purchase items. This is a consignment area.
Oh.
If there are different members of the citizens of the town that offer different wares here, different crafts, and I offer a place for that to be sold at.
Well, that's quite lovely.
So
I love consignment.
I personally could not purchase these, but if you would be interested in a booth in our boutique, then that is something that could be arranged.
That's cool.
Whatever. Out of character. That's cool that there's consignment in this.
Yeah, there is.
Support your local artists, folks. Especially with these high tariffs these days. Whew.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Let's see. Well, we can't really sell to her, so should we try to see if we can buy anything from her?
Well, I mean, we could,
Or will we come back?
we can either put them up for consignment and wait for our money to return to us, or we could see if someone else would like it.
So I would say from a mechanic standpoint, you'd be looking at a 10% fee to the sale that goes to Halus for the boutique, but you'd be looking at a 90% value for the item instead of 50%.
Oh.
Ooh.
It is a
I'm-
large increase, but there is the rolling of chance of whether it sells or not.
I love that. You're a gambling
Yeah.
girl.
I was gonna say, that sounds like a fun gamble to me. I got a +8 in that.
Here,
very
like
highly
I'm,
gambling.
like
Her
I
eyes-
would,
Loot boxes.
I would be up for taking a chance and just waiting for a bit, maybe get a little bit more on the investment. Yeah,
I mean,
There we go.
that's my
it's-
opinion.
I think it's kind of neat because we never get to do that sort of thing, and this is a lower quote unquote wealth item, so it's neat to test it.
this is Arcana right now. Both of these at the same time.
Okay. So, is this something? So, this is something you guys are interested in. Do you want to? How many items do you want to put up, or is this going to be just like putting the bolts up for the time being?
Let's just do the bolts.
Because you do have quite a few items, including some of the stuff that
Oh.
Ivy has on her.
Oh, right. Ivy, what you got?
She has so much.
I got stuff.
Stop.
I'm
I
not-
can-
so she had.
I just have this image of Ivy walking and just like opens her pockets and just like clang, 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 clang all over the place.
Yes.
And Arcana just goes nuts. Not only because she's flapping over her, her clothing, revealing things, but there's things inside the clothes.
I guess
Okay.
why don't we put the silver bowl up there as well then?
Yeah, do that.
So this is.
Arcana goes over to Ivy and she sees like a cooking pot hanging on her little coat and like all these like little things. She starts taking them so she can start putting everything and anything she can into the boutique. Just
Whoa! Hey!
Hazel slaps her hand. Enough of that sticky fingers.
I have a wand of enfeeble.
The wand of enfeeblement.
Yeah.
You should keep that. That's good.
Okay, I'll hold on to
Yeah,
it.
keep that one at least. Keep.
All right.
So I will say that you have 3 different weapons of different magical properties and 2 shields on you, as well as full plate armor.
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
She is
I'm
currently.
not encumbered.
So
Yeah.
to put it this way, Arcana has the lowest value in gear right now, 350 gold. Ivy has 904 gold worth of equipment on her right now.
I just saw
That is
that.
the value of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's because I have money. I never went and spent my
So
money.
Beacon.
so does Ivy. This is
Yeah.
the magic items that you found and just handed to her because she was your melee fighter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
She's
beacon
pocket.
shot, silver. Beacon shot ×4, silver bowl.
Mhm.
What are the magic items that we have that, which ones do you want to get rid of, Ivy?
Which one of what do I want to get rid of?
All your garbage.
All my garbage?
Yeah.
Well, I think I probably want to get rid of my sturdy shield, possibly. I don't know. Hold on. I'm looking to see what is better, my sturdy shield or my steel shield.
Oh my
Your
god.
sturdy shield is better.
Okay. Let me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
bring
could
up her
sell the
thing,
steel
too.
one.
Okay, so your steel shield is worth 2 gold pieces.
Oh,
I will say that right now you have a cold iron longsword and a striking broadsword. With the longsword can be used in 2 hands. So the broadsword has reach, but the longsword allows you to do 1 or 2 hands. And I would suggest maybe only doing 1 of those.
yeah.
Because you're
Let me
using a
see.
silver short sword, right? If you keep the cold iron, then you're covered for silver and you're covered for cold iron.
Exactly.
So
I'd get
yeah,
rid of
so I would say get the
I'm gonna
broadsword.
get rid of the Ransour.
Okay, 1 second. So steel shield,
Can I take the charm off of it first, though?
which
It'll break it.
Oh, it'll break it? Never mind.
It
It'll
won't be
break
work.
it.
Yeah, it won't be as worth it.
striking broadsword. So
Beacon 4 beacon shot, 1 silver bowl, 1 steel shield, 1 Ransor.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check if I have anything. I don't think I have anything that's worth anything. I just have rubbings. And I don't really want to
I'm
get rid
wondering
of
if I
rubbings.
should get rid of my longsword, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because I
So
have
she
a
also
silver.
has a regular bastard sword and a regular longsword.
Jesus. Okay.
So the vitalizing bastard sword wouldn't be that great afterwards because it would be depowered because it's not going to have vitalizing anymore because it's part of her as a
Oh,
champion.
yeah.
So let me go ahead and remove that. So the bastard sword and the longsword are 35 gold apiece.
You can sell those.
Okay. Oh, didn't
I'm not
I?
getting rid of my magic weapon though, right?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I have anything that I want to necessarily get rid of because I want to keep these rubbings and stuff. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm comfortable with my stuff.
Now, so that is roughly removing about 400 gold worth of Ivy's value off of her.
Okay.
So she's a lot more balanced now.
Okay, here we go. I copied all the list of stuff. I'll dump it in chat for people.
And I have actually also, if you want to look at Sandpoint Boutique, I actually wrote down your boutique stall and what you have in it currently.
Oh, that's so cute. That's cool. Okay. I like that. That's actually really fun.
Cool.
And I'll be honest, this is me just homebrewing it on the fly because I think it's a really cool idea. The fact that it's a consignment store is in the game, but rather you guys having your own booth is something I think is just fun.
Yeah, I like this. That's all we're gonna do from now on. Is just put everything in for consignment.
Yeah.
And that's going to depend if you guys are willing to wait or if you're going to need money immediately. That's going to be the balance of you guys figuring things out.
I like waiting personally.
Yeah, I mean, but there might be a time where we just need the money like right away, but
Yeah.
I think most of the time we'll be able to wait.
What are we gonna do with this iron key?
Let me see. I'm just double checking for unless it's specified, most weapons can only have one rune.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, let me take
So
this. Sorry.
they get a modifier rune and a property rune.
The silver bowl is still in our treasure.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now.
We have 3 gold pieces in there.
Let me see. I'm just because I'm also looking at stuff to like possibly buy. Because on Reckitt's Big Boom Gun, the +1 would that be? Which type would that be then?
Your +1 is going to be your striking rune. Let me open that up right now.
Striking.
So I'm sorry, your potency rune. So there is the material, a striking rune, and a property. So striking can also be put, which is a striking rune. It increases the amount of dice you use when you use it.
Yeah, I was looking at striking. So if I could have the potency and striking on that, that'd be cool. I'm also looking at the other ones because then, so I can't put another potency because they don't stack. But then the other ones I might be able to use then.
Right. So you can add a property to it, or you can add a striking, or both.
Oh, I know what I want because there's something I want to train out.
Okay.
I'd like to get the wand of mystic armor so I can free up my mystic armor slot.
Very good. So let's see, who is selling that?
It's at the Sandpoint boutique.
Oh, so it's at the boutique. So yeah, no problem. So that would be, so if you drag that item onto your list, it should prompt you to purchase.
Okay.
And then it should just do it all.
Okay, let me do that. I'm going to do that. It didn't even prompt me, it just gave it to me.
It just gave it to you? Okay.
Oh, it did take the money. It did take the money. Because I'm down to
Amazing.
154. Okay. I think I might want to purchase that wand of heal, but I'm going to check some other stuff first.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with striking for my big boom gun.
Okay. So that would be, I'm going to double check this real quick. It is a common item that's level 4, so you're able to just do it. The cost of it is 65 gold.
Oh my god.
So go ahead and remove the
Ivy.
65 gold, and I'll add the striking.
You have got to look at the Hunter's Breach in Hana's.
Where's that?
Hana's.
There you go.
Cool. So now it does 2d6? Because there's an extra
yes.
die? Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
What is it called again?
Hunter's Brooch.
Hunter's Brooch.
By touching a weapon, you wield the symbol and utter a plea for Ezreal's guiding hand. You grant that weapon deadly trait of D12. Against undead, that weapon instead gains the fatal D12 trait.
Oh, dude.
That's 80 gold.
I can afford it.
It's up to you.
I'm sorry,
That's really good.
This is hunting?
Hunter's Brooch. It's just called Hunter's Brooch.
Where is this?
Hana's.
Oh, it's in a different store.
Yeah.
Oh, at Hana's, yes.
Oh, scroll of pet cash.
So it's
kinda-
usable once per day.
Yep. That's still really fucking cool.
Wait, so when I use it, does it last a certain number of rounds or
1 minute, so that is 10 rounds.
10 rounds?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're about to fight a bunch of undead or something, I can use that for 10 rounds.
It's an it's a
Once a
vested
day.
it's a vested item too.
What does that mean?
So
You can have the 10.
invested is invested items are like magical items that you have to like be attuned to. Just to let you know, this would be an item of Aristil, which is part of the pantheon that you do worship. He is a old god of the hunt.
I kind of want it.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna get it.
That's
Okay.
a really nice item.
Give me just one moment. Is there anything
just did
anyone
it.
else is? Thank you for waiting.
It was already done when you told me to wait.
Okay. All right. Is there anything anybody else is wanting from the boutique?
Sorry. I'm sorry I won. I thought we could look at the other stuff. I didn't purchase anything.
No, you can. No, you can. Okay.
Oh, I looked through the other stuff. I didn't see anything, so I'm just gonna get that wand of heal so I can have extra healing.
You got it.
Where's those items at?
So they're. So Hana's, it's number 45 under Sandpoint stores.
Ah, wait. Oh, this brings up players.
Yeah, it's so in the actual like actors menu on the right there's a folder for the stores.
Okay, 40 atoms.
Ooh, armor potency +1. It's 160 though.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're finally at the level that we can actually start getting armor potency.
Let me check your armored property ruins. Fundamental armor potency is a level 5, so you are like it is the upper limits of what is going to be available in this area. But yes, it is available.
Yeah, I can't afford it right now. Because even if I even had it, the other one, which was 120, I don't think I would have been completely flat broke if I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Yeah, I don't think there's anything, I guess, specifically at the boutique that I need.
I'm just double checking. Oh, it's a week to retrain, right?
Yes.
Or I can swap. Can I swap out spells? Or do I have to wait a week to swap out spells?
It's a week.
Okay. Is that what we have time for, or is that not?
It's possible.
Okay. I will figure that out after we're done all this. I was just curious.
Is the studded leather armor gonna give me any better than my current leather,
Good question.
or not much of a difference?
So your current armor, I believe, is what? So you have leather armor, which is a +1 with a 4 dex modifier. So you were looking at studded leather. Studded leather is 2 with a 3 modifier, so it would not change your armor.
Okay, then.
So basically, studded leather is for people that don't have as much dexterity as you do. If you were wanting to improve the armor that you have, you could buy the armor potency that would increase it by 1.
Yep.
And make it magical. It's 160 gold.
Yeah.
I saw. I'm not interested in spending that much on that for a low level armor.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm waiting till next level.
If you're wanting to improve your weapon, there is like what Rekit got for his weapon, a striking rune, which would give you an additional dice that you would roll with damage. Or I'm sorry, potency rune. So striking, no, it's striking, sorry, excuse me. Striking, 65 gold.
There's a couple other stores we can hit too, right?
All of those, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't really have much I'm interested in.
Sure. So what I'll ask is that go ahead and feel free to look through any of the shops and what you're looking at. When you decide you want to purchase something, let me know so that we can actually visit it in game and so that you can talk and understand what's happening, just like we did with the boutique. So
Okay, at least I was taking a look. So there are 2 stores that I think Rekid would want to visit. I guess first would be the general store. We would go in. I think he would be looking at the Thieves Toolkit, the Infiltrator ones.
Okay.
So basically, upgraded Thieves Toolkit.
Okay.
That's what he would be looking at. Like, but then after that, I think I'm curious. That's funny I say that, but like the Curious Goblin. There's an illustrated book there that I'm just kind of, what's that there?
An illustrated book, huh?
But I think he would go towards the general store first. But that's his plan, I guess, for these stores. But I can wait for other people if they're ready to see what they want to do.
Ivy did mention. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna stop by Hano's later.
Okay. So. Gotcha.
I have this question.
Mm-hmm.
On that Hunter's Birch thing, there's an extra icon next to change carry type. It says toggle investment.
So that's what you have to use to be able to say, like, I am attuned to this item. Until you actually toggle it on, you cannot use it.
How do I do that?
Just click the toggle investment.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
It's just it's just counting how many investments you have, basically.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
I have 1.
So
Oh, wow, we can have up to 10.
you can have up to 10.
Yes.
But there's lots of different ones that you can get. Like as you start leveling into things, like you'll start have to making choices as you replace them and everything else. Arcana, are there any other stores that you want to visit?
I'm still kind of looking. I'm seeing if there's a particular item I'm looking for to see if any of them are Harriet. So it's
Okay, what item?
Headband of the intellect.
So I believe so it would be headband of vast knowledge. Intelligence? No, that's regular. So are you looking like the D&D equivalent?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a level 17 item.
Oh shit. I was looking for low level items, and that was one they were like, hey, recommends for Swashbuckler. That 17's at a low level. They lied to me.
I'm so torn. Because part of me wants to put striking on my silver short sword.
Does it already have a striking?
No.
No. It would probably be a good idea to striking would be increasing the damage dice, so you might want to put that on your +1 weapon.
Oh, so the +1 weapon can have that?
Yes. So any weapon can have a property ruin, a potency ruin, and a striking ruin. Right now you have a property and a striking and a potency. You do not have a striking on it.
So I should put striking on my cold iron longsword.
You can, yes.
Okay.
So, and I know that is available from the boutique if you want to purchase it. So,
Yeah, since I was around there.
yeah, go ahead and
Let me
remove the
see.
65 gold then, and I will adjust the weapon.
Okay.
I am sad nobody has a +1 scorpion sword.
Well, you can make things into scorpion. So, like, you can make your weapon and improve it with a ruin. So that's what we're talking right now. So
Oh,
your scorpion whip is already +1, but there is, if you want to spend the 100 or the 65 gold, you could make it with striking and give it an additional dice of damage.
I think that might be a good way to go.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess in my opinion, the one that you think it's going to be kind of like one of your go-to weapons, and you already have a +1 on it,
Mhm.
striking would be good because then you'll get that consistent extra die. That's
That's
just
what
my
I was
opinion,
thinking.
though.
No, that's what I was
So-
thinking too. How do I do
Yeah.
that?
So just go ahead and remove the 65 gold from your inventory. I've already updated the weapon.
Minus 65 gold.
Done and done. Okay.
I still have 121 left. Woohoo.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yeah, Cloud. Cloud says, yeah, attribute adjustments are restricted to Apex items, end-game stuff. So anything that is a blanket plus to your stats is super high level. So, I believe... Mhm.
Oh. Because I was
God.
gonna stop by Hana's. I was looking at some stuff. I was like going through and picking, but I just saw the staff of healing.
Oh yeah.
A staff of healing grants a +1 item bonus to the hit points you restore anytime you cast a heal spell using your own spell slots or charges from the staff.
Yes.
And it gives me an additional heal.
Yes.
It also gives you stabilize. Jesus.
Yes. I have 94. I was gonna pick up like some potions and shit, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna pick that up. Is there any way that I can try to, as I know she's my mentor, so kind of weasel my way in a little bit to maybe get a little bit of discount so I can pick up a couple minor potions.
It's
Since I'm paying so much for the staff.
Let's go ahead. Let's go to Hana's then, because I know Ivy was very anxious and wanted to get that brooch. So
Okay.
Mhm.
let's open up Hana. So Hana Velarin is a lovely, lovely elf woman who runs this on the outskirts of town service, herbalism, midwifey, kind of frontiersy kind of shop. It's walking into it, it's very hippie. There are crystals, there are plants that are hanging and drying, there are different plants. There's like a indoor garden that has fresh herbs that are growing out of it. There are a few different tools and weapons along the back wall for the wilderness survival for many people that are on the outskirts or having farms. And you see this blonde-haired woman, she turns and, "Oh, Hazel, what are you doing back? I thought you were going out today." And she sets down this bundle of herbs that she was working on, turns to you with a smile that is a little bit too big. It's almost, she's a little too friendly, but she's more than happy to speak to you, especially with Hazel there.
Oh. Hi.
Hi, Hana. It's lovely to see you again. I'm sorry you've been away. We've been helping the father a bit. We're helping Papa.
Oh, I heard about that. There was quite an uproar last night, wasn't there?
Oh, yes. That dreadful man came by and started all of a ruckus.
I heard there was some evil witchcraft or some such that was that was conducted. I would have very much liked to have seen that.
Oh no, what is the guy's name that gave us shit?
Oh,
Charn
okay.
Scartney.
Yeah, the Scarnettis. They were causing all sorts of problems and making all sorts of weird claims about Papa. Can you believe that?
The Scarnettis have always been a bit aggressive in their interests in the town, but I'm sure there was no bad blood interested in it.
Oh, I don't know. He was very rude.
So it is with the Scarnettis. And she kind of like shrugs and she gestures outside, and as she gestures to the window, you can see across the bay to the south where these different manors are overlooking the high-end part of town, and you would know that one of the manors is Scarnetti's manor.
Yeah, I know. But anyway,
Ivy tries to keep her tongue.
we're not here to talk about dreadful things. We're here to make purchases.
She says, well, that is the best news I've heard all day. What are you looking to purchase, my dear Hana and little Ivy?
Well, go ahead. She waves you forward.
I'm not really sure. I just kind of want to look through and see what kind of things you have that would help me do stuff. Excuse me. And she goes and just starts looking on the shelves.
Okay. She'll turn to you, Hazel. Well then, my dear, what can I help you with? What are you interested in?
Oh,
Maybe a little frog poison?
Oh, I'd love some. Especially because I have an idea that I was considering looking into, but then I happen to see that you have a staff of healing. And
She doesn't.
oh, she doesn't?
No, that's at the general store.
That's at Hana's.
Weird.
Yes,
I
there
see
is.
it at Hana's and the general store.
Oh, there's one at
That's
each. Yes,
me.
you're
Yeah.
correct. Yes. Mhm.
Also,
And
Yes.
I'm just gonna bring it up just in case I'm funny. I'm curious. Since we have, I guess, leveled at this point,
Mhm.
right? Would
Yes.
Hazel be green?
That's up to Hazel.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. All right. I was just curious. Okay.
also, I totally forgot to try to convince to get my stuff cheaper than what I did.
Oh, whoops.
Totally blew my mind.
We got so excited over
I mean,
gambling.
you also did set up a store that you're going to
Yeah.
get a higher return.
Yeah.
So it would be unlikely that you could. So I will say, out of game mechanically, it's unlikely that you could try and barter down at a boutique because the actual person that would be selling the items is not present.
Oh, that's true.
But yes, I'm quite curious in the stuff that you have. I did want to pick up some healing potions because I suspect I'm going to be busy for the next week, but that ends up putting me a little bit of a loss.
Is that so? Oh, but please, let me know what you would consider you think would be fair. And she has a little twinkle in her eye. She seems to enjoy these kind of talks.
Oh, well, it's just the staff of healing, but if I could have just a couple of healing, minor healing potions, just two.
So you're looking at roughly about 98 gold worth of items.
Yeah.
I see. Well, normally that would be about 98 gold, 90 for the staff, and of course 4 for each potion. But what are you thinking would be fair?
Well, giving up mine. I was hoping to perhaps maybe getting 1 or 2 of the potions for a price off, because I currently have 94.
Gotcha. So what I would need then is, let me think for a moment. To be a diplomacy check from you, Hazel.
Okay.
Can I assist?
So remember, assisting is you roll, and you have to roll above a. You have to succeed at the check to give another person +1. So it's possible, but unlikely. It's
Okay,
not
I
like
will.
it's not like aid in 5th edition.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because to retrain him, is that going to cost me to retrain? Or get a
I
different?
believe so, but let me double check.
Okay, because I do need to figure that out.
Usually it is time learning from a teacher. It doesn't necessarily cost money.
Yeah, because I was
Baked
trying
in,
to.
it doesn't.
Okay, because I was trying to basically remove that. I was trying to remove that mystic armor because I have the wand now, and just swap it in with another common spell. This first rank.
I see. So I would say that would be a week of retraining, and that would be it for something like that.
Okay, then yeah. So she just wants to get a bit off, so she's not absolutely dead broke.
Okay. So I will need a roll from you. It'll be a diplomacy roll. Your DC is 19.
Okay. Let's see.
And you can
Diplomacy.
do it publicly since I declared the DC.
What were you saying, McConer, before I tap this?
Oh, I mean, I was just curious because it's staff of healing. I was just curious because I don't see it on there. How many charges are on the staff?
Staffs?
Let me double check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it doesn't say on Hana's store. I'm just curious.
Yep. I will go look real quick while you roll that up.
Because it's still a good stuff, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good, but like, knowing the number of charges would help. Hey,
Oh, there you go.
almost a crit, but
Almost a crit. I'll take it, though.
So let me see here.
I forgot to have my hero point on. I had none.
Oh,
Yep. Thank you, Clyde. The charges on the staff are equal to the highest spell level you have. So
That's
you would
right.
have 3 charges.
Oh, that's so fucking good, yeah. I am so healed up. I have so many fucking heals. I can fit so many heals in this bitch.
ha.
She looks at you for a moment and says, help out around the shop for a week. Let's say 85 gold.
Oh, Hana, you are a gem.
So, let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and move them since we're haggling.
Would I have time to do some studying in between, though?
I'm sure you would.
Ah, lovely. Oh, and then I can spend a single spell slot to even give it even more. Oh my god. I need to draw. I need to fucking draw me slapping, like, Hazel in the ass and saying, I could fit so many spells in this, heal spells in this bitch.
Yep. So there you go. So she hands the staff out to you, and then takes a couple of potions and set them on the counter. And 85 gold. There you are.
And she gives Hana a big hug.
Oh yeah. And she gives you a tight hug, and she looks over to Ivy. Now, little Ivy, what are you looking at? Ivy, as you're looking around, there is a glass case that has some of the more valuable items, and you see that brooch with the bow of the hunter on it.
Oh, wow. You have one of those?
Oh, you like the hunter's brooch? Let me bring that out. And she goes to open the little glass case that's on the counter and takes it out, sets it on the counter.
Can I touch it?
Of course, touch it.
So she picks it up and just kind of looks it over. Wow, this is really neat. How much do you want for this?
That one, I'd be willing to part with it for 80 gold.
80 gold. Let me think about it for a minute. She sets it back down and looks at it. 80 gold. Well,
Hannah's the best. She truly is. She is so fucking happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. Is it Hunter's
there-
brooch? I'm not seeing it in the shop. I'm sorry. I'm
She's
just
already
curious.
she
I put it
purchased
in
it
my inventory.
immediately without doing the RP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's why it's not there anymore. Okay.
yeah.
What I can't do is just I'll put in chat. There you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Oops, I didn't mean to stow that, but I guess I can leave that stowed. I stowed it and I didn't know where that thing went. Oh well.
I think
there
I
is.
can pass. I can work with that. 80 gold, you say?
Yes, my dear.
Oops, not that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I accidentally stowed it and I didn't mean to stow it.
How do I
It's already been
Whoa.
purchased and everything, so you don't need to worry about doing anything else. It's just we needed to make sure that the RP happened so you could meet Hana.
I gotcha.
So
Okay, 80 gold is fine.
wonderful, my dear. She takes the gold and puts it in her register and she hands the brooch over. Please do take good care of this.
I promise I will. And she pins it to her cloak.
Fantastic.
Bef- Before we leave, I'm going to send you a DM elixir.
Yes.
What do you think? How does it look, Hannah?
I think it is lovely on you.
Thank you. Do you have a mirror that I can look at myself?
Of course. And she goes to get a mirror and she pauses before handing it to you, before looking at Hazel. And she tilts her head back and forth for a while. Hazel, my dear, were you cursed on your little adventure?
Cursed?
Have you looked at yourself today?
Oh, yes.
And she kind of, before giving it to Ivy, she kind of holds the mirror out to Hazel so she can see her very green skin and long purple hair.
Ah, yes, I kind of woke up and, well, how was this color? It's quite lovely, and I quite enjoy the vines and all the sorts of naturey things. I'm not gonna worry too much about it, though.
I had a suspicion, but I thought I would ask. And she'll smile and hand the mirror over to Ivy so that she can inspect herself with the brooch.
She holds it up as if she has a cell phone and she's taking a selfie and looking at herself and giving herself duck face.
Arcana walks over and poses with her. Are we posing?
What do you think? Do you like it?
I believe you look quite ravishing, Cher.
Oh, thank you.
And at the point, Reddit will walk in and say, "You guys done yet?" And he'll be like looking at them, it's like, it's like, and
Boys.
then he looks at Hazel. It's like, what? Have you always? You haven't always been green. What?
Boys. And she storms out.
Well,
You didn't notice earlier?
Well, I don't. At this point, I don't think Reddit has seen her yet today.
No.
No.
Oh, right.
Well, like, I mean, I guess he would have gone to the different stores, and then
Yeah.
he would have went over and like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I want to go to the
They're-
general store. Like, what's going on?
We're having a
Yeah,
girls' day.
it's literally right down the street, so it is not far. Like seeing this would not be out of the order. It would be very much like whoa. Yeah.
Rude, asking a woman why she's turned colors. How rude! She storms out.
Wait, has Arcana seen her today, actually? I know I made comments myself that was out of character.
Hazel's been
No,
with
this would be the
Ivy.
first time.
Yeah, Hazel's been with Ivy. I know that much because we've been to the same
Okay, so
stores.
So I just rolled up on the scene. Hey,
Mhm, you just-
Angel. I'll have whatever you're drinking, my dear.
You can have it with
Looks like a good
Racket.
time.
Like, it's like I didn't say it was bad. I just didn't know. Like, this is just a sudden change.
I like it.
I mean, red and green isn't bad.
It's Christmas.
Ricky,
bring
you said
presents?
you wanted to go to the general store, correct?
Yeah, general store first, and then the Curious Goblin afterwards.
Gotcha. So heading into the general store, you're heading into this it's almost very plain looking. It is, it has a little awning. It's got a few different produce out in the front for sale. And opening it is the most generic, like, corner store that you could possibly imagine. It doesn't even have like advertisements or anything else up on it. It's just rows of different basic supplies. No flash. Got little gold, like, dollar tag or cash. There are price tags under each thing on the counter. It is the most generic possible. And you see behind the counter a man that looks entirely indifferent to everything that is going on. He barely looks up from what he's doing as you come in. He just does, and he goes back to what he's doing. You know this man to be Ven Vinder. He is possibly the most boring man in town. He seems to have no personality outside of the fact that he does a good job and he loves his wife.
Aw.
He would, like, Rick would step in and like, "Hey, vendor, cheerful as always."
Ugh.
All right, nice. Yeah. So Rick would go around, kind of look around a little bit, and then he would see his eyes on the Thieves Toolkit, the envtuber one, and yeah. And I'm curious on there because it also has that, and it also has picks. How many picks does the toolkit come with? Does it say anywhere?
So a thieves toolkit, I believe, it doesn't have a quote unquote amount on it. It's just if it ends up broken, it's considered to need to be replaced.
Ah, I see. Okay. All right.
So yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Then I think Record would go over and he would pick up a thieves toolkit and a set of extra picks just in case. They would bring it over to the counter and it's like, "Yeah, I'm picking up these, please."
All right. 53 gold, not silver, gold.
Yeah. Let me see here.
Are you considering bartering with them, or are you going to just purchase?
Yeah, I'm considering, but
He's boring.
yeah, at this point, I think I think Reckitt's just gonna be like, "Yeah, all right, sure," and he'll plop down the 53 gold and
Yep,
just
go ahead and
yeah.
drag and drop and do your thing. Yeah.
As he's like pulling out his gold and everything, he's like, "How's the wife?"
Pregnant again.
All right. Okay.
He just nods a few times and counts out the gold and you have a good one, Wreck-It.
Yep, you too. Stay awesome.
Right.
And that's Ben.
I wish she was there because she would have asked how many kids now. Jesus. But she.
I mean, it would've been
there's always
after-
the next time you're in.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I mean,
Or you can ask now. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's like it would have been after all the stuff at Hana. So
Oh,
if
okay.
you wanted to like follow Wreck-It in,
I
it
don't
would've
know.
been
She's
fine.
kind of pissy at him right now.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to drag and drop, but then when I drag and drop, it asked me to buy. I already took the gold out.
Oh, okay. Then I'll
Yeah,
drag and drop it.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it would ask to.
Yeah,
take the gold out if I drag and drop.
it is thankfully a fully automated system.
It's
in
nice.
Fields. But I will get those in for you. So it leaves tools.
Yeah,
Give.
yeah.
1 pick replacement. Give. Done and done.
Yeah, no, she's not gonna go
Cool,
with him.
thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
She's extra flighty
But
today.
then, yeah, he would
For
give a
some reason.
wave.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else would have gone into the general store, but then after that, Reckon would head over to the Curious Goblin, kind of browse a bit.
Okay. So the general store and the Curious Goblin are actually relatively pretty close together. Let's see. So 22 and 26, they're literally across the street from one another. So heading up to the Curious Goblin, it's kind of cramped, but it is a straight up bookstore. Like walking into it, you can smell the old mustiness of old books. You see rows upon rows of different, some new, some old texts that just along the walls. One of the more sparsely shelved areas is the romance section, which apparently doesn't stay stocked long enough to appear cluttered,
Ugh.
as it sells relatively quickly for this small town. People like their
That's
entertainment.
funny.
They like their hentai.
That reminds me of a thing, but I'll have to tell you guys after.
Oh,
Sure.
God.
But as you walk in, you can see like there's many different types of books and items for sale, different scrolls possibly. But yeah, what would you like to do?
The Curious Goblin goes inside the Curious Goblin.
Yeah, and we would walk in, and he would greet. He would know who was the keeper again.
So behind the counter is a young man, relatively, named Chask. Chask has opened the Curious Goblin when he first arrived to town, and he has been running it ever since hell or high water. Would you say you're often in the Curious Goblin?
Probably, yeah. I'd be going in to see, if there's any kind of new books or anything to kind of browse through. So he would be in, maybe not all the time, but like probably like maybe a couple times a month, maybe.
So relatively,
Yeah.
relatively. He's like, Racket, how are we doing today? He offers a little bit of a forced but happy smile, and he seems a little bit tired, but relatively he's in a good mood. How can I be helping you today?
Oh, doing good. Kind of like last night, stopped like a riot that was going on. But I'm just in kind of browsing again, like usual.
You're the one that started a riot.
Oh, no, they didn't start it. We stopped it. But yeah, we didn't start it.
As part of the entire building, the front area of it has a large porch that looks over the rest of the town. It's very common for people to come in, pick up a book, and then spend like a good afternoon out on the porch enjoying the sun reading. And there's a few people that kind of like glance at each other as you're talking, but don't seem to be raising a commotion. No. Far be it from me to judge what a person does in their off time, but what can I help you with?
I mean, nothing much. Just, browsing the usual. I mean, I don't know if you know offhand any kind of interesting, maybe, blueprints or formulas that kind of came by today.
Interesting. Not at the current time. Most of the different formula and blueprints end up in other areas of town, such as the Junker's Edge. Well, not specifically the Junker's Edge, but Gorvy's.
Okay, yeah.
But
No
you're welcome to browse.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, I'll look around. I always like looking around here. You give a nod and then kind of look around, and then he would see the illustrated book, and then kind of go and then he piqued this curiosity a little bit, and then pick it up and start to kind of look through it.
It is full of tasteful yet explicit drawings.
I had a feeling.
Me.
He would raise a brow slightly, and I don't know, like, since he's been in like kind of semi-often, is this something that he would have seen before, or is this kind of like a newer kind of thing that showed up in the store?
I would say that you have not seen this particular volume before. This is probably a new volume.
Oh. Huh.
Play goblin.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on.
Play gob.
Hold on.
So I'm adding that to my list
So just-
of items.
Basically, hustler.
It's play gob.
Play gob.
Okay,
Play
I
gob.
could be like, oh, new volume came out.
Oh God.
Ah,
Another for the collection.
okay. He would kind of, he would snap it shut, and then kind of go over and and he would place it down on the counter. It's like, I'll get some new volume of this. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let me make a quick note in that shop. Okay.
Oh my God.
Of course, it is 4 gold pieces, young sir.
Yep, you got it. Yep.
Yep, go ahead and just drag and drop it. Should just grab it for you. There you go.
All right.
Done and done.
And all right. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. Back in a little bit. Back later. I guess the future for. I guess the next volume.
It will be several weeks before the next volume comes in.
Yeah. I know.
Just let you know.
Yeah.
He offers a very polite smile. He's not being judgy or anything. He's very thankful for your business, and thank you very much. And he discreetly puts it in a brown bag and before handing it to you, just in case you want to keep it discreet as well.
Is it,
thank you.
crinkled? Like a really crinkly used bag?
Ew.
It's not. No, it
no,
is
like
not.
the bag
It is-
that he's recycling. Jeez.
No. This would be crisp. Like, it is a used bookstore, but he very much tries to keep the appearance of being as professional and neat as possible. It's a very much how he carries himself, being well groomed and a very nice, well groomed tunic is very in conflict with the chaos of this bookstore, of what being like just volumes here, towering bookshelves there, smut just like in back of the magazines, like in a small bookshelf in a corner where it's unlikely to be seen unless you're looking for it, that kind of thing. So it is very much in conflict.
See, that's why I was asking, because I wanted to know if the drapes reflected. If the drapes match the curtain, in a sense. No, but now you talk about it. These books are used. Did you check?
Okay.
Did you check that book? Did
You
you
don't
check that
know.
book before you buy it?
You don't know you weren't there.
Check that book.
Turn the page.
It was,
Wash your hands.
It did say it was a new volume.
Yes,
Okay.
you did.
Turn the page.
Besides, you aren't there.
No, it's gone. I added it to my list. Does it have any other additions?
Too bad.
I mean, if you want to end up checking for other editions and speak
my
to him
God.
about it, that's something you can talk about later. But yeah.
Because I've got a list of items.
Oh God.
That's one of
Okay.
them.
So what are you thinking? Like we've talked with everyone else. What are you thinking right now, Arcana? Where are you wanting to shop?
I've got 3 things. First, I want a grappling hook from the general store.
You know exactly the kind of man you're working with. Do you want to just purchase the item, or are you going to try and haggle with this boring person?
Oh, I'll make it interesting. See if we can. I'm not gonna piss him off. I'm just friendly banter.
If you roll
Okay.
a 1, you will.
Do we have hero points this game?
You have 1 hero point, yes.
Okay.
She's new here, so it's not
Yeah.
like she,
I'm not-
doesn't necessarily know the intricacies yet.
I'm not there anyway.
Plus, I don't think they're gonna cause another riot this soon. I think you can only have 1 riot a week.
Uh,
It's a quota.
He has
Yes.
quota. They maxed it
Okay.
already.
Let's start a
Arcana?
riot. Oh wait, quota's already met.
I didn't.
Never mind.
Arcana, you walk into the general store. It is the most, like, probably in all of your travels, you've never seen a more plain place in your life. This is like the most straightforward, boring place you've ever imagined. You can feel boredom setting in as soon as you walk
Damn.
in. What would you like
Alright.
to do?
I like to use my diplomacy to make it. God, this is. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's like, really 1 SP? Like, you know, this is the most expensive thing here. Like, you know, can you?
What are you trying to buy?
Grappling hook.
Oh,
Okay.
I feel so bad to haggle for a grappling hook.
No, but maybe I can haggle for the illustrated book.
I don't think there's an illustrated book in here.
No, but at the other place, I told you I had a list.
Oh God.
Okay. So are you
No,
bartering with?
I'm just gonna buy it. It's 1 SP.
Okay.
I'm just gonna buy it.
Yep. Just drag and drop it. Yeah. Here. 1 silver.
Yep.
Yeah, and he hands you the grappling hook. As simple as that.
There you go.
Where is
You don't change. You don't pull the gold out.
No, I'm
just
I'm dragging the item over.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because grappling hook starts with G.
Yes.
Boom.
You can always search
Bam.
inventory at the top too and just put in the letter. Boom. There you go.
1 grappling hook got.
All
Yeah.
right.
Ghost touch back at the boutique.
Okay. So by all means, go ahead and purchase that outright. So Ghost Touch is 75 gold. Again, can't
Ooh.
haggle with the boutique.
What does that do?
That's fine.
So it adds the ability to her weapon. So basically, it's going to make it to where her weapon can strike incorporeal creatures, including ghosts.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, we might run into some baddies. You never know.
Suki, can you not do that? Sorry.
I
So
prefer
I'm-
I prefer to work with them diplomatically, but you know sometimes a bad ghost is a bad ghost.
True. So I'm going to head and remove that from your inventory and add it to your whip. So there you go. You have a +1
thank you.
striking Ghost Touch whip.
Nice. Now see that's sounding
Nice,
kind
so.
of badass now.
Mhm.
Nice, Sue.
Nice.
And what else
And
would you like to do?
I went to see if the Curious Goblin has any more editions of the illustrated books.
All right.
Hey, hello there, sir. I am new here, and I was informed that you have some interesting literature that I may have not come across in my journeys, and I wanted to see if you had anything around. Maybe some older editions, if you don't have anything newer.
He gives you a look, and it's very possible. By all means, he gestures over to the small bookshelf with the smut.
You find
So,
a
yeah.
Balrog horn.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
And I'll ask him like, hey, by chance, you know, I'm kind of new to the area. Do you offer like any kind of like first-time customer discounts?
Okay.
Hey, book club. You know, I mean, they have those. You know, like Barnes and Noble has like, if you shop here
Yeah.
often, you get.
Yeah, can I get a Curious Goblin card and get like 10% off my first book?
You know what? Go ahead. Roll your diplomacy.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I want to see this, man.
Regular, blind? I really hope it's
Regular. I mean, you know
Hey!
how well you
eh.
barter, so
Damn.
he looks at you for a moment, and
Got my glasses on, a totally nerd-looking fox right now.
you have the most creeper vibe possible.
Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
A neck
Like the
beard
Coke
fox.
bottle glasses and like the.
I mean, she is.
Breathing
A,
and-
she's.
I like the newest volume, please.
I mean, she was
So
a
you-
chubby fire fox, right?
I'm not chubby!
I think what he will do is he's like, if you are interested and you feel like you may be a long-term customer, then how about, he thinks for a moment, I will offer you the first volume and the newest volume for 6 gold.
Yo. Oh,
Wait, how
God.
many editions are in between?
9.
and the newest volume you have is
9. So he's offering you 1 and 9, but nothing in between.
But the good thing is it's volume to volume, so there's like no spoilers between.
It's
There's not. They're individualized. So like each one is its own like thing. It's not serial.
God.
It's just each one is a new story in each edition.
I bet. Let's go get both.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move those over, and I'll manually do this.
What are they called?
They're called illustrated books.
That's the titles.
That's the titles currently. I am going to have to come up with the actual series title sometime
Okay, 'cause I
later.
need to know now.
Oh my god, you've got to come up with Pathfinder porn.
oh
No,
my god.
give me a second. Give me a second.
Out of character
We
in our
can-
D&D game.
You can take
We
some
come
time
across-
doing it.
It's fine. Out of character in our D&D game, we there's a book that my character has, and it's called the recipe book for the lonely witch for pasta recipes.
Nope.
Aw.
Already have it. Already have it.
What is it? What is it?
The book series is What the Beholder Saw, and they are all done very Tales of the Crypt style of a beholder presenting a story.
Yes!
Oh, that's
Jesus.
awesome.
Of porn?
Of porn.
Okay.
Beholder sees everything, so it makes
It's
perfect
not-
sense.
It's not
It's-
authored by a beholder.
I
That is
know.
just the narrator
Yeah.
character.
No,
That's
and
what I
then
love.
did say it was tasteful but explicit.
Yes.
Beholder sees all.
God, Rickett and Arcana, Rickett's gonna like start like freaking geeking out about like, hey, look how detailed and like how the anatomy is on this.
Did
Arcana is
did you see this on page 47? Like, oh my gosh, the details. I wonder how long it took the artist to do this.
Oh my god.
God.
Christ.
Just nerding out in the corner like we're in Barnes & Noble too. Hey, you wanna
You
grab a
are
coffee
not-
and wanna read all the manga while we're sitting there reading them and then purchasing the book after 6 hours of sitting reading like a couple of books?
You have gone off a cliff from going from Gambit to Horny Beast.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Hazel's the horny one.
Is there any other place that you would like to visit, Arcana?
That's it for my shopping list today.
Yep. Is there
I'm missing the
anything
rest
else
of the day
anybody else
reading.
like to do?
I'd like to train out that spell, please,
Can I try to heal
over the week.
a bit more?
Everyone needs to take
Oh.
a long rest as well, though. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Are we gonna do our week training that we all go through, or are we gonna wait for next game?
We will do that before we end tonight, yes.
Okay,
So
wow,
I will be
okay.
asking people what they intend to do for the next week of downtime, because you
Okay.
guys have quite a few things going on that I'll explain as soon as we're done with this.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just wondering. Let me
Yeah.
do my long rest, Joe.
It's the rest for the night one, right?
Yes.
It's
Yes,
the
yes.
bed one.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, so if everyone's done with their shopping, what I would like to do is go ahead and take our 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come back and we will do our week downtime before the adventure kicks up again, and so that the next session will immediately jump into the story.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
So let's go ahead and take our 5. We'll be back very soon.
Tabbing back. And we back.
Hey, welcome back, everyone.
Yee.
All right, so week downtime. So we know, and you know, for the next week, you guys have a lot of things going on. One, don't exactly know what is going to happen with this fallout of what happened with the riot. Doesn't seem like much is going on at the moment, so you're kind of just waiting. But outside of that, you have 4 different trains of thought and research right now that you know of. You have, first of all, Rip Nugget. If you don't remember, Rip Nugget is apparently the goblin leader of the goblin ghouls that your ghoul friend, Wolgar Raps, had said was the leader of the goblins, and he would do his best to deter them away from coming to the graveyard again. That was part of the deal you made to keep his existence and the existence of his ghoul family a secret. But that doesn't explain who Rip Nugget is. You have Chopper, which Chopper was mentioned by Nualia that he was another previous doom that had happened to the town before you all were born. So that is another thing that you might want to look into. You have the red slabs, which you discovered down in the crypts. That is still a big mystery, but you had started research into it, and Hazel had discovered that it's able to store and guide magic regardless of its source, but it seems to be attuned to some infernal fire currently. And then there's the pit, which Nualia had mentioned is the source of the 7 dooms. But what is the pit? So you have 4 different trains of thought of research that you currently do, plus whatever you decide you want to do for yourself. So we know that Hazel is going to spend her week retraining.
Yeah.
What would everyone else like to do with their week?
Could I say what I was retraining for?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I decided first off that I was not going to take summon plants. I changed that out with summon fae. And I'm going to spend a week researching sacred beasts.
Cool.
Fantastic.
Which you call out to the creatures of your wild favored, of the wild favored by your deity. You quickly summon your deity's sacred animal, or a small swarm. And then, for example, you call forth a lion if you worship the Aamidi or whatever, blah, 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 blah. If your deity doesn't know a sacred animal, you work with GM to find a thematic one. The animal or swarm assaults creatures or area, dealing 2d6 damage. Damage is either bludgeoning, piercing, slashing, based on animal that was conjured.
Cool.
Yep.
That's pretty neat.
I just have to work with Elixir to figure out what animal.
Yes. So we'll just go down the line. Wreck-It, what would you like to do with your week?
I think Wreck-It. Was it the? What was the last one about? Like just basically just researching about the dooms, like the last one that Nualia mentioned.
The pit, where apparently the dooms originate from.
I think, yeah, Wreck-It would want to do some more research into that, because it's just kind of like, at least in his mind, it would be kind of the root of all these issues, or the root of all these bad things that might be coming. I think he would want to look into that more.
Okay.
About the pit?
Yeah.
So I'll let you know what skills would be appropriate, and you tell me what you would want to use.
Okay.
You may use diplomacy, society, or academia or library.
That's two were their lore skills?
Yes.
Okay, so he doesn't have those, so I think go with society. Thank God I decided to train that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your society. Please make it secret.
Okay.
So, what you know about the pit is that it's something that most of the town doesn't really talk about because they don't want to remember that it exists. It's one of those things that's like, it's a few miles away. Part of this place called the Devil's Platter, about 2 miles southeast. It's this giant open shaft into the earth. Outside of that, not sure.
Okay, so there's something down south. What was it? You said it was the
Thank you, Cloud. Yes. I'm sorry. Cloud is correct. You're able to retrain and swap out spells each morning, so you
Oh.
don't have to go through your retraining.
Oh, there's something that I do want to do. I'll just wait till everyone gets done.
So let me mark that. So that would be 1 completion for the pit.
Okay. So it's for the pit, and it was
Mhm.
something. It was saying that there was like something down south. What was it specifically?
It's southeast. There's this location called the Devil's Platter. It's basically like this large plateau. And in the middle of it is literally just a giant mine shaft like pit that goes straight down.
Okay.
So I'll say that we'll do 3 downtime activities apiece. So Reckitt's done his first. Hazel, let's go back to you so we don't skip you. Hazel, what you would like to do then?
I would like to learn some stuff about Papa.
Okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead, and I would say this could be a society or religion check.
Okay. Which I think I'm both shit on. I'm untrained on religion, but society, I have 0, so I'm going to use religion.
Okay.
Oh shit, was that supposed to be hidden?
Yes, but go ahead and reroll it hidden.
Shit. I hate that it like always unclicks.
Yeah. You would know Father Xantus has been a cleric for the church since he replaced the previous one that was involved in Nualia's murder. He's a high cleric, but there are rumors that he may have a scandalous past before he was a father.
Okay.
Ivy, what would you like to do?
I am thinking. So we could earn money, research things.
Mhm.
I kind of want to find out more about like any lore or anything about a person coming on red wings that she mentioned, and Chopper.
Okay, so which one do you want to research? Pick one.
Chopper then.
Okay, so Chopper. Go ahead and let me look up what his role would be real quick.
Okay.
So you can make a society, diplomacy, or crafting check.
I'm gonna do diplomacy.
Okay.
And that's blind.
Okay, so going around town, people don't really talk about Chopper too much. And once you do, I would say the person you end up talking to is your mentor. One moment, let me pull up all my information and notes here. I do apologize. This is getting into some deeper stuff that I need just a moment to be able to get to. Okay, so going around town, not many people are willing to talk about Chopper and the history of Chopper. You end up eventually talking to your master, Gavin Deverin. Considering he's someone that you trust and considering the secrecy, it's probably the best idea to speak with him. And he hails when you bring up Chopper. You are in the Two Night Brewery, the place that he owns by himself as the sole brewery in town. And you ask him about Chopper, and he guides you to take a seat, and he pours drinks for both of you, regardless if you're underage or not. And he sets a drink in front of you. And he just looks at you for a very long moment. Ivy, why do you tell me that name? What do you want to know about this man?
Well, as you know, Father did the ritual. And Noella, she mentioned something about this person and its relation to something called the Seven Dooms. And I think that this is something we need to take seriously.
I can't in good conscience tell you to look into this deeper. Before you were born, Chopper was a serial killer here in town. Killed 24 people, including my brother.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Usually Gavin is a very cheerful man. He's usually very upbeat and optimistic. He was, if it's a bit stern, a little bit straight-laced, but at this moment you can just kind of see the color in his face kind of just draw down, and he looks older than you've really considered he would be. He just very tired, very deep set eyes, very wrinkled, but all that cheeriness kind of just showing off this ground down soul that really hasn't revealed all this to you before. It was 22 years ago. And Chopper, he was a man in town that we trusted. A man named Jervis, and he would carve birds. He said he would see birds and he would set them free. He would carve them to set them free, and he would do this on buildings, he would do it on fences, he would do it on ships. And eventually something changed and he snapped. And he killed, and he killed, and he killed. And he wasn't even brought to justice. They found him on this island. He cut out his own tongue and scooped out his eyes and died before an altar to a bird.
Whoa. Okay. I don't know how to... I don't know how to react to this.
I don't know what you're getting into, Ivy, but you're digging into things. You're digging into tragedies that there is blood that is stained on these streets. Before Chopper, there is the empire that laid under our feet. Before that, there is the demon of Sandpoint, and there is Nualia, and there is Chopper, and there is old evil that has been destroyed and defeated in this place. And there is a reason why Sandpoint is considered to be the hometown of heroes, is because things happen again and again and again.
How many times?
Hard to say. 4, 5.
think
But
those-
I will say, out of character, Ivy, you know that Nualia mentioned that the dooms before were not the 7 dooms.
Okay. Nualia said that there was going to be 7 new dooms.
Then
But then, I don't know if we can trust her.
no,
So
you
I'm-
think that you don't think she's trustworthy?
I don't know. I am afraid of what she has spoken of. And I want to do what I can to stop it from happening if I can.
It's good for you to be afraid of such things. Just I caution you that whatever you're getting into is going to be far worse than what you think it is.
So when you say Jarvis was a bird carver, what do you mean?
Well, he would exactly that. He was an artisan. He was a carpenter, and he would have these visions of seeing a bird some places, and he would just carve out these very elegant, very intricate, just very nice looking bird statues. There's nothing religious about them. It was like he was setting them free of what they were contained in, and they looked as if they would soar. They were beautiful.
How sure are you that they weren't real birds?
Not very sure. We would see him do it. We would see him carve.
Okay.
He would carve like on the side of a house, or he would see it on a fence post, and he would go to the fence post and just carve out a bird.
Do any of them still exist?
I'm sure they do, but most were destroyed after his killings.
Okay, out of character, would Ivy know of any kind of deity or anything that would be tied to those types of birds?
Possibly. You would need to do a check on your next downtime action.
Okay,
So,
so any other
Certainly.
questions I have?
yes.
Do you think he was trying to set people free by killing them?
He lets out a very sad laugh. I don't know. No one got a chance to ask.
I'm sorry, Gavin. And she puts her hand on top of his.
He just kind of just sits there very, very sad and defeated in that moment. You should go, Ivy.
Okay.
And Arcana, what would you like to do for your downtime action? If you're talking, we cannot hear you. Arcana.
Oh, my internet just blew for a second for
Oh.
whatever reason. My
Oh, okay.
everything just went weird.
Well,
It was
you're
like,
back
I
now.
heard, but yeah, because like my whole screen just like froze and it was like disconnected. I was like, oh crap.
Oh, you're back.
You're back.
I'm back.
So I'm not
So
sure
what
how much you
happened?
heard. Just a little bit of tragedy for Ivy and knowledge
I
about
heard.
who Chopper was. Okay.
That I did hear.
What would you like to do for your downtime?
What can I do?
I mean, you can retrain, you could earn money, you could research, you could look into the different quests that you possibly could have. Yeah.
If you want to
Go
see the
gamble.
if you want to see the quests, they're in the little book where the quest log and rumors. On the top.
Think I could go gambling in the pit?
You don't want to go in the pit.
Oh, that's an
You wanna-
actual pit, not like a place like a hangout.
No, that is an
Click.
actual pit.
Click the
I mean, if you
buttons.
want to try, if you want to actually like learn about like criminal society in town, you could do some research into that, pick up some gossip,
Yeah.
see if that's okay. So, give me a moment to think. I would say society, thievery, deception. Unless you want to be overt about it and might alert the guards, then you could do diplomacy.
Diplomacy is my strongest.
But there would be a risk for openly talking about criminal activity in town.
Okay, so the other options are.
Deception, stealth, thievery.
I mean, you could talk
Or no.
with them. Could ask the police about it. See if there's any.
That's
Deception
what
is-
diplomacy is.
Yeah, that would be the high risk diplomacy play.
Even if you're just asking and saying, "Hey, these people are bad. Should I be careful though?"
Well, that's the thing is that she
Mhm.
doesn't know who would be bad and who would be good in town.
So
She's
she,
new to
yeah.
town, so she really
Yeah,
doesn't
sure.
know yet.
So the cops could
And
be
that- and that-
dangerous.
Yeah, they
technically.
could be like they could be in on something.
Yeah, true. I
You
didn't
could
think
be
of
in
that.
on something, or they might just put you on a watch list.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about that. Sorry.
Hazel, just to let you know, we're going to do 3 actions for the week, not per day.
Okay, that's fine.
No problem.
Okay.
Just wanted to give you a heads up.
So it needs to be blind.
Yes. There's some real risk for what you're doing.
Well, I'm doing deception.
Okay,
I'm not touching the other one.
that's fair.
Yeah, because I wasn't sure if we were doing the entire week or not.
Gotcha. So, a lot of the town is still very not really chummy with you yet. You're the new person coming in with like these big ears and a tail, and it's a little bit like this is a small coastal town. They're a little uneasy about you still, so they're not really too open about sharing much information. You do pick up as you're kind of hanging out in some of the taverns rumors of the Bunyip Club, and I will put that in text just so you know.
Bunyip.
The Bunyip Club.
Yep.
And that's what you would know for your first research. Hazel, what would you like to do for your second research, your second downtime?
I want to learn about the scandalous past.
Okay, so that was, I mean, remember what I told Ivy. It was diplomacy, society, and diplomacy, society.
Was it
I
deception?
think that was it.
Okay.
Not deception. It
Okay.
was just diplomacy,
Yeah.
society, because it's more, researching. It's not really a written history, so that wouldn't be appropriate. Okay, so what you're able to pick up scouting around and getting stories is that like people are really not really willing to talk about it, but there are some interesting things about it that are still kind of like whispered about around town. It's what ended up happening is that this man Jervis had basically had found an island that was just off the coast and had set up a home there. And the Carpenters Guild of the town actually helped him, set up a home there because they were very thankful. Jarvis was famous for his carvings. It would bring people to town to purchase them because they were so well made. And it was also there that they found him dead.
No. I was meaning the scandalous with the father.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Then, switch gears.
Sorry.
There is no scandalous past. There is no scandalous past. He is a very devout person who is a former adventurer. He has been a very devout follower of Desna for upwards to 5 centuries now. He is a generally upstanding man who shares a lot of guilt over how the church had harmed the town years ago. But overall, doesn't really have a scandalous past.
Okay.
To the point to where he is very innocent. He's very stepped away from any kind of scandal in his life besides what is kind of pushed upon him as he searches for ways to help the town move forward.
Okay.
So what you had heard previously was just some saucy rumors that go about town.
Okay.
But looking into it further, you know that those were not true.
Okay.
Wreck-It, what would you like to do with your second day? Your second
Wreck-It.
chance.
I think Rekka's going to look into a little bit more about the pit.
Okay.
So let me see. I think you used society last time.
So diplomacy, society, academia, or library.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll go
Or
with society
perception.
again.
Sorry.
Or
Perception would also work.
I think let's just stick with society. So let's go again.
Okay, so you eventually, as you're going through and researching, it kind of occurs to you that, there's one person in this town that really tries to know history, and you end up going and visiting Mr. Brodert.
Brother.
Okay.
And, young Wreck-It, what do I have the pleasure today?
Hey there. Actually, kind of doing a little bit of kind of research into, it's an area that's kind of down to the southeast, about the pit.
Oh, the pit, very interesting. Yes. Give me just a moment. And he goes through the normal routine. He has you sit down, there's tea brought out to you, and he ends up bringing out a journal that seems to be his own writing. And he recounts a brief, what he has been able to examine about the pit, which is it's about 50 feet across, so it's very large. And they have no idea how deep it goes. No one's been down there to fully explore the pit. And as the further down it goes, it becomes darker and filled with this hazy fog that never seems to lift.
Interesting.
Very good success on that one. All right. Ivy.
Well, now that I know more about Chopper, I'm thinking that I want to ask Papa about him.
Okay.
I mean, he's been around a long time, so maybe he would know more.
Very possible. So go ahead and roll. That would be...
Or, his significance in the, in the fact that she mentioned him, I guess.
Yes.
Let's see. Diplomacy?
Or society.
Or society. Okay, diplomacy.
I would say it'd be the same information that I gave Shog, with the fact that he was a very famous sculptor, and that he had this island, and the island is where they ended up finding him after he had killed himself, because the last killings he did were very obvious tracks. There were very obvious clues that were able to follow to this island, and they found him dead. The other thing, because you're asking specifically about Nualia, is that Chopper died 5 years before Nualia did.
Okay.
All right. Arcana. Your turn.
Yes. Okay. Book.
I'm sorry, what?
I was looking at the logs.
Oh, okay.
What was the last thing that you had said that Papa Xantus said?
Nualia died, or the Chopper died 5 years before Nualia did.
Okay.
I want to know what a rip nugget is.
Let's go. So, Rip Nugget investigation.
That just sounds like a fun word for a bad thing.
He just goes around and rips people's. Never mind.
He steals their nuggets.
Ah,
My chicken nuggies.
Yeah.
That's
So
so mean.
So this would be diplomacy, society, occultism.
Bet.
Choose your favorite.
Diplomacy.
So
He knows what.
what you no what you end up doing is that as you're kind of going around talking to people, you end up coming up to some rougher looking guys. They're like, hey, they look a little beaten up. They might be former adventurers. Actually, roll a perception check for me, please. Again, secret.
Leave it.
These guys look pretty rough. They also might be the kind of people you're wanting to talk to, considering the Bunyip Club.
Ooh,
Tell you, hey, if you're looking for Rip Nugget, last we heard, there's a place down south along the banks of the Boggy Creek. There's a cave there. Rumor is that he's got some people, some goblins down there, and they've been running ambushes on people.
So Rip Nugget's been running ambushes.
South of town along the cave in the cape.
Good to know.
Hazel, last one.
Okay. What I'd like to know is I'd like to find out about Father Xanthus's oaths.
Okay. I would say that's a society or religion.
Okay, I'm gonna use religion again.
Okay. So, it's not too big of a secret what his oaths are. He is a cleric of Desna, the Song of the Spheres, the butterfly in the night. Her edicts are to aid fellow travelers, explore new places, explore yourself or express yourself through art and song, and find what life has to offer.
Okay. Aid fellow travelers. Explore what?
New places.
Okay.
Express yourself through art and song.
Okay.
Find what life has to offer.
Okay.
There you go. Wreck it. Last one.
All right, I think we're gonna focus fire this, and we're gonna keep on going on the pit.
All right. Once again, it will be. Whoop. You already got it. All right.
Yeah, society again. Yeah.
All right. So, more talk with Borden. He sits out more journals because he has a very long chronology. He journals over the history of his life in Sandport, and it just takes him a while to find the particular volumes that would be the most relevant. And he finds one where he talks about there used to be adventurers that would go to try to explore the pit pretty regularly, but most don't go lately. And the last ones, two, was a woman named Erica Aberton, and they said they ran into the Sandpoint Devil.
Huh. Okay.
I will say you can give me a bonus free society check to see what you know about the devil.
Okay. Blind, I'm guessing, yeah?
Yes, please. Sandpoint Devil is like the region's mythological chupacabra. It is what they say is a giant fire-breathing horse with the wings of a bat and the tail of a devil.
Huh.
And you can see artistic renders of this thing.
That's metal.
Wow.
This is what people refer to as the Sandpoint Devil.
And this is basically, they were saying that this is frequents around the pit.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
That seems like a really high level monster.
Okay. Ivy.
All right.
Damn.
I'm trying to decide if I should keep going the chopper route or if I've found out everything I need to.
There you go. One left.
I will say in your quest logs and the quest tracker, there is saying how far you are into research. You're about a third of the way through. There's still a lot more to learn about all the topics that you guys have been touching on.
Okay.
The
So
one that's
in that case,
farthest into completion is the pit. It is 7 of 15.
okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep going the chopper angle then.
Yep.
And this time, I want to talk to Brodert.
Okay. So that will be specifically a society check or a library check.
Let me see what I've got. I have a +7
Or-
to society.
Or a lore check. Specifically library. Actually, library or society, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with society. So
Okay.
I don't have library. I have scribing, but I don't think that's the same.
Not the same thing. The describing is making something or copying something. Library is knowing how to research stuff.
Ah, I gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna do a society roll.
Mhm. Let me see here. Let me look at this information. There's some people that are whispering that Jervis Stute's ghost haunts the old decrepit manor south of town.
Wait. Is it the same one that we were in when we were kids?
It was. And with that, we go to
Okay.
Arcana. Last one.
Alright, I want to do something that's going to be like super beneficial.
I mean, everything you guys are doing right now is super beneficial.
Yeah.
What do we know the least about?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What do we know the least about?
You know the least about the red slabs that you found down there and what's currently going on in town after the riot. Those are the things you know the least about.
Rip Nugget doesn't have any information.
Rip Nugget does, but it's not a full investigation like the others.
Oh, okay.
Like you guys have a full lead on Rip Nugget. Rip
Oh,
Nugget
no,
We know where
supposedly.
he is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He hangs out in south of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the cove.
So we can find him there. Alright, I want to check out. I want to see if I can find out about the red slabs. I feel like after the math of the town, that's kind of something you can just kind of find out by walking around a bit. So I want to do the red slabs.
The red slabs is probably not something you would find out around town. So
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking red slabs.
Gotcha. Okay, so red slabs is going to require Arcana or Occultism.
Nice. Nice time to flex that occultism.
Luckily, I'm Arcana. Oh wait, I'm shit at Arcana, but I have occultism. Good thing I experted at it, but no one's discretion of recommendation. Not at all. When it slides like that, I automatically feel like it's slow. It's a low number.
Nah.
There's
I don't know why.
nothing in town that you can find about this thing.
See,
Wow.
It is. There's nothing that has been found so far that has any kind of like information about what this thing may be. Broder hasn't come up with any more information of what this could be as he's gone through his notes. There's nothing.
That's
Whatever
good.
this is old and powerful.
That's got to be like a high level
wish.
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wish I'd
Nah.
used my hero point to rewind time.
No.
I mean, that's information in itself that the town knows
Yeah.
nothing about it.
that's actually
means
good
it is-
information.
It is progress. It's not
It is.
a lot of progress, but it is progress.
That is good information, though.
Mhm. And so,
We
as this
can-
week comes to an end,
I was just saying that we can probably put that aside, comparatively to everything else, which
yes.
is why it's good.
Yeah, because that probably means that at that point we need to try to investigate it ourselves at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
One moment.
I do have a question. So for summon Fae, while he looks up stuff, what do you guys think would be the most useful to summon? Do you guys, I mean, we can summon Marv back.
And Marv!
Oh, God.
I was looking at the
It's
bats.
Merv.
I was looking up the bat sprite, which is Nictera.
Nick Cage?
Nictera.
Nick
the little
Cage,
bats are
and they
cute.
put it in a cage.
No. There's a thing called a Sprig Jack, a Sprite, a Tooth Fairy, a Hanover, a Grimple.
A grimple.
A Grimple.
Well,
yeah.
let's see. What would
What's a grimple?
What would their role
Possum.
be for this thing that you'd be summoning?
Let's look. Grimples, they are Dex Con. Hanovers is Dex. Mifflet is Dex. Nictera
Well, I mean-
is Dex. Charisma.
Oh, and they're
Okay.
bomb-proof too.
Yeah, I mean, mostly what would you be summoning them for? Like,
Oh.
what would you want to summon them for?
Getting
Basically.
your ass kicked.
So
it's
I
like, yeah,
will
would
say,
you? Sorry, go ahead.
I'll say right out that a Grimple, what it is that it's a humanoid possum.
Awesome. It is. It's gross. I don't like it.
It has lice. It uses that as
Yes.
part of its attack. It is a
Nasty.
dirty, grimy, nasty thing.
Yeah,
That's
she
worse
would.
than a Mifflet.
Yeah, she wouldn't summon unless she needs that for something. That's gross.
It'd be freaking roadkill right there. She's like, and it's like twitching. It's like,
Nycteras can communicate with bats.
That's cool.
Mifflets are Marv.
More.
Hanovers are a fish thing. Sprigjacks are like a plant thing.
Weren't you plant-based originally?
Yeah, I am still plant-based, yeah. There's the sprite, which, I mean, a sprite is a sprite. That it sheds light like a torch, so we don't have to deal with, having to cast light. And then a tooth fairy, which explodes and turns, it's horrifying.
And they're ugly.
Yeah, they're ugly. Nyctera are cute. I like Nyctera.
Get a Mifflet and name it Nerve.
Well, name it Harry instead.
Yes!
Yeah, there you go.
Harry.
Okay. So maybe I'll do either Mifflet or Nyctera.
Okay.
Make them pink.
I know that they probably can change. I can change between each of them, but I wasn't sure what people preferred.
It's whatever you want to do, my dear.
I'll give it some thought.
Neat. I really just say the Mifflet out of shits and giggles.
I know. That's. Or he's
Nothing
gonna
wrong with that.
throw him. Yeah, I know. It's tempting to throw him so we can throw Harry around.
Harry pink
Okay.
because Marv was purple and then he got turned blue. No, he was blue and then he got turned purple.
Yes.
Yeah. I guess
Alright.
it depends on my mood at the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
You can summon
Um,
different ones at different
yeah.
times, can't you?
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be the same one every time.
No, it doesn't. It's just funny because we always summon Marv.
That's
No.
because you guys love Marv so much. I couldn't commit to anything else. I like kicking the shit out of him.
Probably not great in the combat at this level, but it might be nice since most Fae have innate spells. Yeah, we can also throw them into traps, so...
Oh yeah, they're very
Yeah.
trap friendly.
Mm-hmm.
You hear...
But not gonna lie, there were some moments. It's like, all right, Marv,
Right?
let's go. He
Yeah.
actually had some moments.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, as the week comes to an end, you all get a missive from Father Xantus. He bids you return to the church, and once you arrive to the church, he delivers some grave news. He holds out a letter and says, I just received this from the town council. There will be a hearing tonight at sunset over the actions that were taken to speak to Nawalia. And with that, we will come to an end.
Oh no.
Mm.
You just
So there's-
was thinking about like pray return to the waking sands, but that was just
No, there's going to be a
Oh.
hearing.
Okay. Does anybody okay.
Mhm.
During that whole walking sands thing in the original Final Fantasy before they cut out a bunch of the filler and stuff.
Mhm.
How ticked were you that you had to keep going back to the sands instead of them using the damn link pearl?
Well, they explained why it gets hacked. That's why everyone dies.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Mhm.
But before that though, it's like you
No,
always
no,
had to go back there.
Mhm.
mechanically yes. Sorry I derailed stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
But that's where we will call it for today. I hope you all have had a good time. This was a little bit of bookkeeping, but I hope we had some fun meeting more of the town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's important.
It is.
Yep.
And we introduced Smut.
Great.
Yes, we have
Yeah.
now introduced the what the beholder saw.
Yeah.
Which
the
is now
beholder
a
saw.
yes, is now a line of smut in our version of Galeria. So that is a thing now that will be here forever.
Yep,
And
it
now
never
you guys-
fails.
And for a limited time, you can commission Elixir to make the different images from these books.
I mean, I am willing, but that is going to be a pricey commission.
Oh,
It's
yes.
porn. We can't even show it on stream.
But yeah, I think this is where we're going to call it for the night. Thank you everyone for coming out.
Yep. Good night.
Yay!
We're gonna go find someone to read out.
Yep.
Woohoo.
Night.
Good night.